Gents, welcome. Welcome. We are covering the Halo World Championship 2025 here. Right now, they are doing a community stage event, Super Fiesta, and it looks like a whole lot of fun. So today I'm going to be covering it. Tomorrow I'm going to be at the event myself. I thought that I'd just kind of be all hands on deck today with you guys. They will be revealing as Unishek said and commented on it earlier before the stream begun. By the way, do let me know if my audio sounds too quiet or too loud. He said it was a secret project, which, as we know, it is in fact a project and it is secret as of today until 45 minutes from now. So we're just gonna kind of get. I like to start my streams a little bit early before the juicy stuff starts, just so we can set the table, set expectations, and kind of make sure all the technical issues are good. So nice to see all of you. We have 700 live viewers right now. Welcome everybody. Audio is fine. It's perfect. Sound okay. Yeah, right now, okay, we're gonna turn on the stream's audio just to make sure that sounds good. I'm sure it's competing with me. I'm gonna turn up the, yeah, got that fixed. So we are streaming at 1080, 60 frames per second. Should be looking good and everything.
I'm gonna come over there and just start unplugging some cables.
Man, you know what? I really miss the E3 days. Nothing was like it. Like, the Xbox Game Showcase is pretty cool, but nothing has really competed to me as far as, like, the iconic. You know, I actually skipped out on my high school graduation just to cover. It must have been, what year was that? I think it was 2014. So I think I was covering Halo 5. Yeah. But you know what? I did not really care to go to that. I don't have any regrets about that. So ODST. Oh yeah, and if I see someone at the event with a Helldiver costume, I am 100% taking a picture with them. I think it'd be really cool. But how is everyone doing? I think we might set up a poll here and ask you guys yeah, let's start a poll. Let's see how what are you expecting, right? What are you expecting today? And we're just going to keep it real simple. Something massive, something okay, and mediocre. I might misspell mediocre. Just wait. Okay, we can autocorrect that actually. I want to get a poll because I want to get the temperature in the room right now. Something bad. Okay, so there we go. I know there's a lot of hesitation to be excited about Halo today, and I'm right there with you. It's actually why I'm streaming, because I kind of don't know if I want to be in the room and be a little bit like, I don't know, in person, kind of just upset or angry about it. You know, at least I can go there tomorrow and kind of, you know. Some people are saying they're numb. Captain Baggin, don't be too excited. Apex says bare minimum. It's spelled right. Thank you. Yes, I think I did spell it right there. Autocorrect saved the day. Something massive is about to drop. A new Halo MCC mod. All right, Mint Blitz. I'm roasting. I'm just friendly roasting Mint Blitz, okay? I do clickbait too, all right? I think you guys know that. I also, what they say, I also hope we get something new for Halo, because this is but you know what? Today is not clickbait, because there is in fact a new project reveal happening, and I'm looking forward to it, man. I mean, they're going to do a 15-minute slot here at 1 p.m. Pacific time. That is in 45 minutes. And then, oh, we have a super chat. And then at 2 p.m. here, in about an hour and 45 minutes, they're going to do an hour-long deep dive. Now, what that is exactly, we don't know yet. Is Mint Blitz in the room with us? I don't know if he's at the event or not. Anxiety through the roof. $2 super chat. Thank you, Mandalore Avenger. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Super chats are welcome, you know. I actually do accept any money that people send me. So I appreciate that. I'm pretty mad. I have a lot of faith in 343, right? I don't have a lot of faith, Josh Park says. Let's take a look at the poll. We have about half the people in the chat here, something okay and mediocre at 56%. About a quarter of y'all are expecting something massive, and I think that would be a very welcome surprise. Let's tune into the event here real quick and see what's going on. Cat ears.
I need you to walk around. Okay. Walk around. All right, Ron. Let's make sure we have not.
So they're trying to find out who is going to be in the next game, I think. Super Fiesta, I think is what they do.
Go for it, Ron. Right there.
I like this guy. I think
I seen you. Come on up here.
he's a pretty cool dude. All right. What's the reveal meant to be? Well, I think it's going to be, honestly, a tech overview. I've been saying this on X. I hope we don't get that. I think we're going to, as been alluded already, we're going to have a, quote, continuing the conversation from last year. And that's probably going to be more kind of interviews, a vidoc type documentary going over Unreal Engine. I just hope they don't harp on the graphics and the tech too much. I think massively don't really care because we just want the gameplay to be good. So I think we are. I think we might get a little lick of gameplay. You know, I feel a little bit numb as well, as with probably about half of y'all, I'm thinking. Hey, Game and ODST, welcome to the elite level of the channel, actually. You do get benefits with that. You're in the Discord now. And Trash Gamer 500, thanks for the super chat. I am running on purified hopium. Yeah, I think that's what Installation00 said. If you're familiar with him, he's a Halo YouTuber. So he just got there earlier. We might get on X here and just kind of see what's going on behind the scenes. But people are getting handed out passes. Let's see if we can look at that real quick. So obviously we have a where to watch. Hopefully everything on the stream is looking right here so far. Yeah. So at 1 p.m. here real soon, we're going to have that reveal. And later we're going to have 4 p.m. Halo 5 10 years later. Hopefully they play my videos of Master Chief kicking Locke in the balls. Steve and Jen, Chief and Cortana, do a scene read at 5 p.m. Costume, I think that's a contest showcase. Halo Makers I don't know what that is actually. And then more Steve and Jen later that night. But I'm actually looking forward to this cosplay contest. That was really fun to see a couple years ago when I went in 2023, I think it was. And then, of course, remembering Reach, I gotta be there for that. The dev panel, Halo Reach's, what was it, 15-year anniversary just happened? So that's pretty exciting. Hey, Halo Lance said, Halo CE and Infinite port to PlayStation, calling it now. Okay, well, that's interesting. We will call you out. I'll do a call out to you, man, if I'm not quite sure how I say your name, how Lance. But thank you for the super chat. Really do appreciate it. And we're still at 50% in the chat. Something okay and mediocre is what most of you guys are expecting. And I think it's going to be a CE remake. I think it's probably going to be the best way for them to kind of get their, feet wet in the engine and the things. Also, happy birthday to Fletch here. I actually forgot exactly what his role as graphic designer, right, at Halo Studios. He used to be doing Ultimate Halo stuff, which is funny that a lot of people working at Halo Studios were Halo YouTubers at one point. Halo Plasma posting. Now, I think it lowers, you know what, I'm not even going to say what I'm going to say, but I'm just going to move on. But people are getting handed out passes, and this is a new pose, a new picture we haven't seen of Master Chief. And it looks like they updated the armor. I haven't really quite had time to analyze this. I just literally had breakfast and took a dump. So I really haven't had time to break down anything yet. But there we have Chief. Looks beautiful. I really hope they don't spend all this time talking about the graphics. What are y'all's impressions of this Master Chief? By the way, is that am I imagining things? Am I just looking for things to analyze? Is that a grappling hook on his right wrist? What is that? What in the world? Is that just like the graphics? Or is that something? Oh, that's the needler. Okay. So there, we figured it out, guys. Ladies and gents, we did a little bit of figuring out stuff. Yeah, so clearly the Needler is going to be making its way into Halo Infinite very soon, and this is the classic Needler, so like it can't be more obvious. It's going to be something Halo CE related, right? They can't really keep these leaks and these rumors under wraps, so it's pretty obvious to me that we're going to be getting a remake, right? I mean, so many things have been come out to be true, and by the way, this is going to look like all those rumors that we've seen and heard. Yeah, it's pretty clear that they were valid rumors, right? So even though we should take things with grains of salt, that all the rumors we've been getting is like pretty clearly solid, right? And we heard this before last year's reveal anyway. But Mr. Ghost 1776 for a $1.99 super chat, thank you. He says object. Maybe he tried to post something, but thank you regardless for the super chat. Really do appreciate you, man. We're still at 50% mediocre. Maybe that'll change. Maybe that'll change. I'm reading the comments. I don't have the ability to go over each one. I like the ammo pouches. Yeah. Hope the new game comes to Steam and PC. Yeah. And by the way, guys, thanks so much for jumping in and tuning in. We are going to be watching this in 1080p here, the World Championship, the highest quality here on the stream. And in just about 40 minutes? Yeah, a little less than 40 minutes. We're going to have a 15-minute reveal. I think there's going to be a lot to analyze between 1 p.m. and 2 p.m. here on the stream. But if that wasn't enough, we're going to be having a big reveal, probably like a deep dive of sorts, which to me sounds like gameplay. I could be wrong. It also sounds like a boring tech overview of Unreal Engine, but regardless, it's going to be a lot to munch on. And, if you want a shorter breakdown, by all means, go elsewhere. But I like to take my time, especially in content droughts. And being an autistic Halo fan, I like to dig into things very deeply. So, yeah, I will be making a 10-minute video off 2 tweets or 1 image. I will, and you guys fucking know I will, okay? Hopefully that's why you're subscribed. I've been doing this for almost 15 years. Come June 2026, 15 years. And I'm excited. I don't think we're cooked. Lemur says, "Are we cooked, chat?" We could be. They will present the new micro payment system. Daniel says, "Yeah." I can see that. You never know what might happen. Yeah. And we need a new flood game. Yeah, that would be fun. Feet shot and dozens of YouTube videos breaking down every pixel. Yeah, you guys know I'm gonna do it. Look, we're not cooked until I say we're cooked. All right. At least, look. Can you be more successful covering any other game right now? Yes. But I can't for the life of me give up on Halo, and I don't know why. I'm stupid. That's probably why. Everyone has their own reason, but I like to think that Halo is going to make a comeback at some point. I mean, I've always been under that assumption. Maybe that's stupid, but I think a lot of people are under that impression. Gunstar75, thank you so much for the £5. Unpopular opinion. They say, I really liked all of Halo games. Play Halo or play Infinite multiplayer all the time, but weirdly, the only campaign I never completed. Yikes, dude. Honestly, Halo Infinite's campaign gets called trash a lot, but I think it was very much what we wanted for Halo 4 to be. Like, it was better than Halo 4 and 5. Not only artistically, but thematically and a bunch of other ways. I think the writing. And by the way, you know what? I'm not trying to glaze. I think it's so funny. I'm on my soapbox. Sorry, guys. But this is what you're tuning in early for. I think, despite being called a shill and then a hater, every other comment on my videos sometimes it's so funny because I literally am both in a lot of ways. But Master Chief has always been written correctly. Have you noticed that? I don't think there's been one book or one game so far where Master Chief was written poorly. He's always been written really well. I think that's kind of weird because there's so many mistakes that 343's made, but that was not one of them. If y'all disagree, let me know. I mean, if you have any pieces of evidence where that wasn't the case. By the way, is my audio still okay? I haven't checked on. I would assume you guys would let me know. You guys would have probably definitely let me know by now. We are just going to add a little opacity to that chat box because I would like for you guys to ideally see the gameplay a little bit more. They're playing Super Fiesta. It's not a new game. Don't freak out. Yeah, so Abe said $5 super chat. Thank you so much, guys. I really do appreciate it. I'm just numb at this point. Maybe I'm just addicted to disappointing Halo announcements. You're not stupid. You just have more hope than I do. Thank you, Abe. I think a lot of people were warning me that Halo was going on its way, like dead, like 5-6 years ago. I mean, you can really feel it, with the views, with the revenue as a YouTuber, as someone that does this full time. Like, yeah. And it sucks, but you stay in it long enough, you just kind of want to see it through. I don't know what seeing through it. I love this guy's hat, dude. What a G, bro. I feel weirdly like I met this guy. Covenant Denier. Oh my god. I gotta meet you, bro. If you're out there, I'm gonna come find you tomorrow. Epic. Oh my god, he has a lollipop too and a... This is... Very good representation of the Halo community right there. Love it.
Time for a couple more matches, I think.
So if you guys are just tuning in, welcome, welcome. We are doing a little soapbox, and we got a couple super chats I think to catch up on. But listen, 30 minutes from now, they're going to be revealing a new Halo game. So, I'm all for it. And if it sucks, well, you got the rest of Friday to go out drinking and stuff. But anyways, taking a sip of that coffee. So, what time is the reveal? Okay, I got that. And someone said, Dwarf Boy said, "You're not stupid, you're passionate for Halo." Thanks, man, I appreciate it. I'll drop you a heart. I should have been hearting these super chats, but guys, so many comments in the chat. Thank you. Welcome, welcome. Dragzoon said, "What about the Halo TV show? That was pretty bad." Yeah. So, we haven't really talked about the depressing aspect of today or what could possibly go wrong. And, I've been very vocal about this if you watch my videos in the past month or two since leading up to this event, leading up to this final hour. We are really here on the 11th hour before, something makes or breaks inside of me. But, I probably said this before. But, I think the bad thing that could happen is that this game, this Halo CE remake, and it could be something completely different out of left field. And I'm talking about something that is non-canon. And they could make a game that's like, this is now the silver timeline and connect it with the Halo TV show. That's what I was worried about. And I seriously think they had the idea. I don't want to give them ideas, but I think they already had this idea. It's not like I gave them ideas for the fucking Halo TV show, because I don't know what the hell happened there. But Dragzoon, thank you for your $5 super chat, guys. I really appreciate it. That was a pretty bad show, wasn't it? Someone said, oh, there was a comment. The point of confusion. I started watching Halo 4 Days. See you still, oh my gosh. It's cool to see you still around despite everything. Thank you, Confusion. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's really bizarre. Because I know when I started YouTube, I looked at this guy that used to do Halo news on, I think, the Halo 3 map on Construct for Halo Reach on machinima.com. And I was always inspired by that, but now I'm hearing people like look back at HaloFollower as like an iconic part of them, like getting excited about Halo 4 back in the day, which is just really warms my heart, I was very inspired by CM Near, and I just always wanted to be to do something, in the Halo community, to make my mark, I guess. At this point, I think I've already done that, once or twice, but good or bad. But, yeah, I think I'm going to be here for a while, Covering Halo is just kind of comes too naturally to me. Oh my lord. Splashy Metal dropping the $99. Damn. I am one of the OG guys who played Halo growing up. Uh, I saw all the excitement of Halo 3 coming out and the disappointment that 343 Industries, and that was 343 Industries. I am hoping that they will finally turn this around. Well, that's crazy. I've never had a $100 super chat. Thank you very, very much, my dude. Splashy Metal. I don't know how, I don't even know what to say. I do not even expect super chats, but thank you so much. I feel like to respect that donation, I will say that I grew up playing Halo as well. My first game was in 2004. I played Halo 2 with my cousin. He rammed me with a Banshee and I died on coagulation. That was my first map. I think I was like 6 or 7 years old. So I started HaloFollower technically right on the very first day. No, it was the very first day. I almost named it Halo Hunter instead of HaloFollower. I don't know why I went with, I think Hunter would have been cooler in some ways, but yeah, I think the disappointment. I think something's changed. I think this is technically the third chapter. Most of 343 is gone. I really hope they turn it around too, Splashy. I don't. I think that them trying to broaden up Halo has ironically made it a more narrow, accessibly. My words are all getting fumbled here, but it's not accessible anymore. They've only hurt people coming into the franchise by trying to narrow it or broaden it or modernize it. That's why I get worried that this remake that's probably about to get revealed is going to have Sprint probably and to be a modernized game. I don't think Sprint was really an issue at all in Halo Infinite, and I'm not really the kind of guy to like get into that kind of stuff, but the Sprint debate, I think 343 actually did really really well with Halo Infinite Sandbox. I think the core gameplay mechanics in Halo Infinite was finally a step up from Halo 3. I know that might not be the most popular thing to say, but I seriously try to stay unbiased most of the time, and I think this is an unbiased statement. The core sandbox was great. The map design was kind of weird. It was always too big or too small. But like the core character movements was actually a perfect mix between Halo 5 and Halo 3. It's quite impressive. But anyways, we'll wrap that up. Thank you so much, Splashy, for the $100 donation. That's going in the history books. Grunt Master Games, thank you for the $2 super chat. I do want to read more than just the super chats here. Get the temperature here in the chat. How you guys doing today? I wonder if anyone is at the event watching this stream. I'm going to be at the event tomorrow, and I would love to meet some of you guys. It's always pretty cool meeting people that watch my videos and other people in the community, period. I've met Kevin Cool. We had a big dinner 2 years ago. I've also met, who else have I met? Installation 00, General Heed. That's all I can think of. I know I met some other people too. I hate that I can't remember all their names. Dead Cat says, I heard it was a blend between Reach's engine and Unreal. Is that true? Would that be good? That would be interesting. I mean, there's clearly something going on, something very sus. And it might be Reach related. I mean, look, I like to speculate. I think a lot of us are thinking, like, I think a lot of us might be caught blindsided by today's announcement if it has anything to do other than Halo CE, because it could be, I mean, I would be very sad that I wasn't called in, but to be fair, I haven't finished it and I haven't proven my worth yet with Ghost of Reach. But I seriously think when the movie comes out, I hope Halo Studios watches it and is like, okay, there is actually a way to do Noble Six justice and to keep Reach respectful. And you can say it would ruin Reach all day long, but this is only under the premise, an unquestioned belief that if Noble Six survived, then it would ruin his sacrifice. Death is not the only way you can sacrifice yourself. You can be tortured. You can be miserable. You can be caught on fire, for example. There are worst ways out. So instead of Noble Six dying, being the only way to respect his legacy and Noble Team's legacy, what if he survived and lived a fate worse than death? That's all you need to do to make a good Reach sequel. In my opinion, right? That's just my opinion. That's what I'm doing with Ghost of Reach. I've said it before, I've said it a few times. It's not a pleasant trip to be on a planet that's been glassed. You can survive. Master Chief went back to Reach. Anyways, I'm I'm getting on my rambling, but there's not many days where I feel the ramble. So I hope you guys are enjoying the show right now, the stream. If you are just tuning in, welcome, welcome. We got 23 minutes until the new Halo project is revealed. I'm having a blast. ODST for life. Yeah, gaming ODST. Heck yeah. Unreal graphics for Blam engine gameplay. Yep. Halo 4 follower, man. Yep. Yep. Halo 5 was the best Halo 5 or best multiplayer in the game. Quantum says. I think it did the custom games the best, even better than Halo Infinite's. Yeah, I said it. I think Halo 5 still had the very best custom games ever. Seems like the Halo franchise is not in a great spot, Confusion says. My guess is that the CE remake is a reboot attempt. Yeah, I feel like this is kind of how I started everything when I was still in high school. I remember kind of looking forward to Halo 4, but then all the CE stuff came out. So I seriously think we're about to get a reveal on the campaign only experience. This is going to be kind of their getting their feet wet moment in Unreal Engine, but hopefully these next 5 years are very productive and actually go over well. And it's not AI slop. We don't want generative AI, do we? So, Halo Forward onto Dawn was great. I agree. I mean, I kind of didn't care for it when it first came out, but hopefully I'm getting through all these super chats. I may have missed one. My gosh. Poke Metal Rules says, screw Sprint and no remake will save Halo. So, yeah, what about a Halo 3 remake? Halo 3? That could be what's revealed today. Could you imagine? We could also be getting something completely out of left field. Like, this could be a weird, non-canon Halo CE game with them experimenting stuff. It's also going to be probably announced for PlayStation, Nintendo, yada yada. It could also be a Ghost of Reach game. Who knows? It could also be Halo 7. That would be weird. It wouldn't make any sense, but I'm all for it as long as it's good. Joshua Phillips says, with the $5 donation, super chat, I think they need to make anything post Bungie its own timeline like the show and pick back up post Halo 3 with Bungie's vision, art style, and gameplay. Yeah, I kind of worry about what's happening here in the what we saw last year with the reveal, because with the with the first announcement that they were switching to Unreal Engine is because, like, my God, that I don't know if that's really going to be the art style we want. I mean, it's like photorealistic. It looks amazing, but I don't know if that's what we really want, right? I just want good gameplay. I don't want a photorealistic Unreal Engine 5 AI assisted slop Halo game. Do you? I don't know. Right now, that's kind of like what people are feeling it's going to be, but we really don't know. Dylan Burger catching up on these super chats. Thank you guys again so much for the super chats. I just want split screen. I've been playing since I was 4 and now doing all campaigns with my 5-year-old son. He loves Halo and we just got to 5. Oh no. Yeah, play through it. I mean, dude, that's so cool though. Like you're inserting these core memories of him, and his father, which he's going to remember forever. Trust me. As someone that played, I don't think I played that young. I think my first Halo experience was Halo 2, like I said, 2004, I think. So I must have been like 8, 7 or 8 more or less. So I'm never going to forget that. So that warms my heart, man. And Killer Mind says, I can only expect if it has more than SP3. Oh shoot, that was a little old, so I don't know that the topics changed. But thank you again for the super chat. I'm not quite sure what he was referring to. Constant Doodle for $5 says, just wanted to send this. Been a watcher since damn near the beginning. Hopefully Halo Studios don't hurt us too bad today. Fingers crossed. Yes, fingers crossed. And thank you for the super chat. I'm scared. I am. I'm very nervous. And I think that we can all huddle up in a corner and cry together once this is all over. Whether it's tears of joy or sadness, we will find out in approximately 18 minutes. So, yeah, that's something crazy. So, whew, talking my ear off, man. And it's not too often I get to just ramble this much about Halo, and it's like in a live setting. I don't do live streams too often, so it's really cool to have all you guys here. We almost up to 2100, 2200 viewers. That is nuts. I think the last time I've had these many live viewers is probably something like 4 years ago, probably with the reveal of Halo Infinite. I was probably doing some campaign or multiplayer. I think I was playing with like Duquesne and maybe Mintblitz and a couple of other people, but a lot of iconic people in the community. It's been a while. So Chris Moody says, for $5, £5, he says, what do you think our chances are of seeing Alpha Base if it is a CE remake? Maybe a mission hub world. Yeah, it could be. It could be. It that would be weird. I don't know how that would work really. It could be an open world Halo CE remake, I guess. I don't know how that's gonna work, man. But thank you, Chris Moody. I appreciate it. Is your gameplay? No, this is the live event. As you can see now, we can just tune in real quick, and you guys can make sure all the audio is working.
A little more time. Let's see how that match is going up on main
So real
stage.
quick, I want to ask you guys in the chat a question. How does this sound? Is this loud enough so when the reveal is played here soon, we know the live stream is going to look good, sound
And
good?
we'll get it. SSG.
Does that sound all right, guys?
I can get both of you. SSG. All right, Ron, I got my 4. If you go, you got
Let's
stairs
see.
over there. Yeah.
Not loud enough. Turn it up.
Cool. All right, Ron. With the sign, very nice. All right.
Make it a little louder. I could probably, I could definitely do louder.
So I think.
How's that?
3, right? You're at 4. Okay.
You know, it's going to be a little. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of like, that's fine.
You're
How
good,
about
you're
now?
good,
Because
yeah.
I just did turn it up a little bit.
I think you got one more. You got one more. Cool. Oh, no, yeah, no, I'm good. No, I'm good. I mapped good. Everyone's got the hat.
All right, so we're gonna
coordinated hat.
We're gonna come back to that in a moment. Thank you guys for the feedback there. I turned it up a little bit. We got so many super chats. Oh my god, I'm so sorry if I don't get yours. I'm like, I wish there was a better way to find exactly who is dropping these, because I don't want to lose any of these. So that was 12:43. Yeah, okay. So Michael Mooney says, as a day one Halo player, a ODST remake would be interesting. Yeah, can you imagine? Matt Hawkinson says, just wanted to say that I've been a fan of you and Halo for a long time. I still have high hopes and have a good day, man. Never give up. Thank you, Matt. I really do appreciate it. It really does mean a lot to have you guys here with me for this. It's really cool. If you're just joining us, again, 14 minutes, we will be seeing a new Halo game reveal, so I'm pretty excited about that. Dwarf Boy 99 says the main menu needs to be reserved like the OG, music and all. I want to be able to stare at the main menu like I did with Halo 3. You know, based on their track record, they're not going to do that, but I really hope they do. And maybe they've smartened up after Halo Infinite. We will see, Dwarf. Thank you. Sidewalk Eggs, $5. Do you think that lore-wise, adding Sprint to the CE remake, maybe going to the PlayStation? I think what he was saying there is, do you think Sprint's going to be going up there to just to be more modern and accessible? I do think so. Obviously, I think this is something that they are trying to do. This is kind of their re-entry into the gaming space, I think, but they got to be ready for it, you know? I think there's good reason to assume that they're announcing this stuff simply because people are getting so impatient. But maybe not, because clearly they don't care about us being impatient. You can see that with Halo Infinite. But also, AC Macho Man, I did not forget your super chat. Try to catch up on these. But $20 super chat. We actually had a $100 super chat in here earlier, which was insane. Insane. But I think a lot of Halo fans are not toxic. I think most of us are just broken. We're annoyed. We're disappointed. We've had a lot of moments just like this, but I think the mood and the temperature has been changing over the years. I've been doing this for 15 years. Generally, there was a lot of excitement right now, but now there's a lot of distrust. So Macho says, I want Microsoft to clean house of everyone. Scrap it all. I'm sick of this benefit of the doubt BS. They don't deserve it. F their jobs. I don't care. Act like the show never existed. Enough of this crap. It's fake scrap. Well said, man. Well said. Yeah, I mean, yikes. Yeah, I can kind of get that. I wonder if it has something to do with how they're hiring people, with what their motto is, with what their culture is. Clearly, firing people isn't doing everything that they need it to do. But I don't really know what the solution is. They need to get someone up top, and they need them to be better. Because, like, look, Bonnie Ross is gone, and I don't know if she was the problem, but she was the leader of the problematic company. So, you know. Macho Man, thank you very, very much, though. I'm also looking forward to seeing what shifts and changes in the leadership of this studio, and this will be our first moment where we're kind of really getting a feel for what Halo Studios may be like. Like I've said before, this is probably going to be different than what you expect. I do not think it's going to be like 343, but that isn't necessarily a good thing. You know, this could be bad or good. I just think it's going to be different than what we expect. So Brandon says, I hope something is done with ODSTs. Thank you for the super chat there. And shout out to my roommate for barely paying attention. Hi, Alex, Trash Gamer. Thank you so much for the super chat. Halo Pilot, thank you for the super chat. Matthew Griffin, I don't think Halo will ever feel right until it embraces its religious themes and aesthetics again. Halo was never just sci-fi with Bungie. Yeah, I was thinking how cool it would be to have a Halo game that takes place sometime during the Human Covenant War, maybe with Jerome, maybe with another Spartan, Grey Team, something like that. How cool would that be, right? Right back into the middle of the action, because really, I think the Covenant should have always come back in full force. I think they should have worshipped Cortana as their leader. I think that would have been a way to salvage everything that happened after Halo 4 and 5. But thank you for the super chat there, Matthew. I think it does need to re-embrace that religious thing, and I still don't think we even know what Atriox's motive is after 10 years, so it's pretty stupid. Like, I get that he wants power, but if that's really his motive, then that's the most boring. What is with these silly hats today on the community stage? But yes, thank you very much. Oh wait, Brev 4, Umber 4. If we get a multiplayer reveal, what style would you like most? COD or old Halo style, more like BTB, Warzone, more like PvE, like Helldivers? I think if there was a central hub of Halo-ness, like, again, everyone's gonna get scared in the chat, Fortnite. And I'm understanding of that, because there is a lot of terror with Halo and Fortnite being intermingled, right? But I think if there was a platform that Halo Studios could pull off, like what they wanted to do with Halo Infinite, if there was a platform where they could have different playlists, and you know what? This was essentially done with Halo MCC, but if they did something more modern, like with Unreal Engine, they could update and add new Halo experiences via this portal, this platform that would be free to play in some ways. Maybe it wouldn't be. I don't know what would be the best options there. I just think that something to compete with the other giants would be our ticket back into the king of gaming again. But like, to call Halo the king of gaming now is hilarious. It's actually, I think, Fortnite and Call of Duty. But Call of Duty survived because they did the things that 343 wasn't willing to do. They did the battle royale. They did the big multiplayer experience. They did the platform. They did the Fortnite, man. And look, I don't want to see Master Chief dubbing. I don't want to see him doing the Fortnite dance. But um, I just think that it needs a platform. And if they reveal something like that, then to answer your question, Umbra, I would say something that works. At this point, something that is fun, feels like Halo, something maybe a mix between old Halo style with some playlist and functions that bring about something new and refreshing. But I really do like the sandbox, having neutral items, such as the way that Sprint was injected into Halo Infinite, but also Grappling Hook, how these things didn't necessarily make you more powerful. It was in the way how you used it that could make it a small advantage or a massive advantage. If that answers your question. So, again, thank you guys for jumping into the chat. We are just about to see the next big chapter of Halo, the Halo CE remake, maybe. Could it be a Halo 3 remake? Throw everyone off. This would actually be pretty legendary if they tricked us. If they were going to reveal something completely different out of left field. I mean, could you imagine? I'm not going to lie, I do feel a little bit of excitement. But I mean, this isn't like one of those normal events where we're hoping that there's Halo, but there's not. This, we know they've already said that they are revealing some Halo goodness here in just a moment here. So, whew, I am talky. Hopefully someone can get me some coffee here soon. But I don't, I think I'm out of coffee here. Jarl Gato with the $2 super chat. By the way, guys, if I missed your super chat, I am so sorry, but know that I thank you very, very much. I would prefer a Reach remake or remaster. Yeah, I mean, could we see something like that? Who knows? I mean, there's also the weird chance that this could be something that just completely is way too miniature, like a tech demo almost, that's like only a little part of Halo CE. That would suck. That would be like disappointing. But you know what I've noticed in the chat is we're actually kind of balancing out like almost perfectly with the poll. We have 4,000 votes. If you haven't voted already, be sure to vote in the comments or chat. You can do it on your phone or PC. We have what are you expecting today? 26% of y'all think it's something massive. That's a quarter of y'all are expecting something big. But most of y'all are expecting something okay and mediocre. And then funny enough, just about a fifth of y'all are expecting something bad. I think this is a really interesting way of looking at like where the Halo community's temperament is. That's like a really good gauge for how people are right now. But again, as I've said for a real long time, guys, I think we are just one good trailer away from reawakening a lot of Halo fans. Now, whether it lands on release day is different, but if it did, well, I think a lot of Halo fans would come back. I mean, I think everyone knows someone that has played Halo back in the day or grew up with it, or they did themselves. That's what I've noticed. Even out going to a bar, meeting people in the wild, bringing up conversations about my interest, I can see almost everyone knows someone that knows about Halo. I think it's only a matter of time with the right people, with the right tools. Something could come back. The potential's there, does not mean it will happen, but very, very possible, I think. It's always been very possible. So, catching up on the super chats again. My gosh, guys, you've been going crazy. Again, shout out to the guy that literally dropped a $100 super chat earlier. I've never had that happen in my 15 years of doing YouTube. Blake Parker said, "Day one fan here, man. Want to say thank you, and could you see them doing an endless terminal scenario on the remake?" Ooh, that'd be fun. I think it's possible. I don't know if they're going to really have multiplayer, but we could be surprised. There could be some multiplayer here. I mean, I just want you guys to know, like, keep your head open. Keep the opportunity open here, because we really could see anything. We're probably correct on our expectations, not to mention what we saw last year was very Halo CE, down to the armor. The people right now are getting passes, right? Now, it might not be like some fully encompassing project, but I think the big takeaway here today and you guys might not be expecting this. I think I kind of am a little bit. I'm hoping for it anyway. I think we're going to see something that we did not expect regarding something big coming out next year. So today might be a big announcement of an announcement next year, but next year might be the full restart of the Halo franchise. With that being said, we are just 3 minutes away from the big reveal. I am not going to be able to catch up on all the super chats, but Blake, thank you so much for being a day one fan. Zyle Super 7. All they ever needed was the Halo 2 and 3 social structure. Yes, bring back the lobbies, dude. So if you guys are excited for the new cookbook being revealed today, then be sure to smash that like button blue. By the way, that is not hopefully what's going to happen, but there are 3,400 viewers right now, which is nutty. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Be sure to subscribe or at least smash that like button blue. Because, guys, I've had my balls chopped. My nuts, just like every other Halo fan, have been on the chopping block for a decade. All right? It sucks being a Halo fan. A lot of people have tapped out. A lot of people have tapped out, man. So let's see if they deserve our time and energy of following Halo. Let's see what they got. 2 more minutes. So we're going to do one last final audio test. So you guys let me know if this sounds right. I will not be talking over the video. Just because I want you guys to have the pure experience. Of course, we're going to loop back. It should be a 15-minute slot. I don't know if that means it's going to be a 15-minute video. It could only be like 12 minutes, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, and then some talking. But we will see. It should all be happening here pretty soon.
But what happens when you are suppressed?
Oh.
Getting out of there? You getting out of there? Look at you running.
Is that a phase shirt up there?
Keeping your life.
No scope? What is that?
Oh. Finish it. Dang. Don't you hate it? Don't you just
Woo, I am nervous, man. I'm real nervous. Is that audio sound okay?
One more shot.
Okay.
Turn it up. I'm
Yeah,
seeing a lot of turn it ups.
With the perfect.
Okay.
Who is this out here?
That's your mouse and keyboard with the frenzy right there.
Oh my
Dang.
God.
Very good.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, it's definitely up.
My team's use of location sensors is abysmal.
I don't know if you can argue, but they're up by 30.
Does that sound good, guys? We're just doing a little audio test.
I still love to see the fundamentals.
They're about to reveal something exciting.
Ooh, good needle kill. Yikes. Can somebody finish this match? We're going to go ahead and finish this match.
There's going to be some dollars given out and some steaks given out.
Oh, my God. Ah.
A steak-tacular.
Steak-tacular.
All right, here we go.
That was a good one.
Hey, would you, y'all had said something about if we is together, no one could tear us apart.
So real quick, since there's been so many super chats, I just want you guys to know I will circle back to your super chat. If you do any super chats during the reveal here, I am more than happy to take your money. But we will be commenting on each one, and I appreciate it so much. I joke. I really do appreciate it, guys. It does help. And I'm going to be at this event. If anyone's at the event watching this right now, I think that'd be really cool. Let me know in the super chat if you are actually at the World Championship.
There's bonding happening. That's awesome. So
I don't want, look at these high maintenance.
Chu Chanche, honest to God, I don't care about Halo 7 or the Endless or Atriox. I rather hope they remake the original trilogy. I just want them to do something original within the original trilogy, like a new side game.
all right. Ron,
Here we go.
See, what are we?
I think we got some more of this, don't we?
I think we're about to get it, boys.
We might not, actually.
we might not.
We might not. I'm trying to see what the score on that game is over there, because we need to be.
Oh my God, I'm nervous.
We got to be. That's the series, but if TSM win, I think we might need to call it. I think we need to call it,
friend.
just because we got to be ready for when the main stage announcement happens, everyone. So want to make sure we're all wrapped up and can get set up for our next segment as well.
Seems legit.
Yeah.
Friends, it's been great having y'all here.
Thank you so much.
To the next one, we will catch y'all tomorrow with another live stream. Yeah,
we will have another community playdate tomorrow morning. Be sure to join us here on stage, and we'll give out some more Ice Unicorn rewards.
Always.
But we do want to take a look at the schedule so you can see what else we have for the day.
Let's see.
Which is going to be, of course, the main announcement over on the main stage.
Come on, baby.
Coming up shortly. And then we'll take that announcement. We'll come up here to the community stage and do a deep dive on that announcement at 2 p.m. Right?
Yeah.
Up next, right there, 2 p.m. on the deep dive.
We're so close.
A few other things: cosplay contest, a Halo 5 panel, scene readings with Steve and Jen, makers contest, cosplay contest, like extended. It's going to be awesome.
So close.
And then Mad Libs coming up to wrap things up. And then we do have Twitch drops, so if you're hanging out on this
He
stream,
seems nervous.
You can always earn these awesome Twitch drops just for hanging out
fucking
with
nervous,
us here
dude.
on twitch.tv/Xbox. But we are going to take a little bit of a break, and we'll be back with the main stage announcement and the deep dive.
Roger that.
Ron, thank you so much for joining.
Yes,
Great
sir,
play.
always.
All right, thank you.
Bye.
Oh my God. Okay, so it looks like they're gonna take a little coffee break. Take a Xanax, because I would. If I was Unisheck, I would be taking a Xanax. And I'm joking, but you know, I think they've hurt us a lot, man. You know, so they're about to be revealing a new Halo game, guys. If you're just joining us, almost 5,000 viewers. If we get over 7,000, we'll be at a all-time high of live streamers or live stream views. So, yes, I hope you guys are enjoying the stream. You know, go ahead and make your prayers now. Take your sips of tea with a lot of CBD in it. Frisky Fella says, I know it's been real rough. Oh, God, I'm going to get copyrighted for that music. I know it's been really rough, but thanks for keeping us all updated, Frisky. Thank you so much, man. Not a ton of people would have stuck around, but thank you. Yeah. No, people that have not stuck around have done very well. Look at Forge Labs. He just went straight into, I think, was it Minecraft or Fortnite? I think it was Fortnite. Yeah. So, and then you have people like Zanny, which, you know, used to do Forge videos. He did me some Forge videos for Halo 5, I think, and now he's, like, massive because he just kind of went off and did his own thing. The Act Man as well. I call that transcending, when you give up on Halo and you go do literally anything else. But Lone Survivor said with a $5 super chat, thank you guys for the super chat so much. I hoped Halo is back. Been playing Halo since 2004. Huge part of my childhood. Let's go, boys. Let's go indeed. Pokade said, I sold my Xbox. I can't take it anymore. I can't take any more disappointment. Well, there is still... And look where you ended up. You're here on a Halo stream expecting not to be disappointed? Come on. Come on, man. What is wrong with you? Yeah, by the way, if we got a Ghost of Reach game, I'd be, like, very, very eager to get in the studio and to pitch some of my ideas. I think it would be awesome. I think it'd be really cool to see, you know, to see something like that happen. But again, I think what we're going to be getting here in a moment, they're about to go on the main stage and they're going to reveal, I'm guessing, a very documentary-ish, like, gameplay, maybe a little gameplay, but probably mostly like Unreal Engine tech drop and things of that nature. But they said deep dive at 2, so we really are busy today. Stop stalling. Dude, you gotta let them get through their panic attack and to come back. They're dropping their Xanaxes right now. It's probably what I would be doing too. Okay, I'm joking again, but just so everyone knows, I'm joking. Bought a Steam Deck for Halo. Yeah, actually, a couple years ago, I forgot their name, but someone showed me that they had a Steam Deck with a custom-made Halo 3 map that they were playing on. It was really cool. So, by the way, I don't think I saw anyone saying that they were at the event watching the stream, which Maybe it wouldn't make sense, but I just think it would be kind of cool. Oh man, Zanny. Yeah. Yeah. So they're taking a break after the community at play. Yeah. What we're seeing right now is just some, I think, fan art, pictures, funny screenshots, things of that nature. And man, I could, even I could use a little talk break. So I'm gonna be taking my break when we watch everything. I won't be talking over the reveal. But it's probably gonna be pretty quick. And once we've seen it, we've seen it. But I really want to let you guys know there's gonna be a deep dive at 2 in 50 minutes. Considering they're a little behind schedule here, it's probably going to be maybe 2:10 now or something like that. But I can't lie. I think I'm very neutral right now. I don't know, nervous, a lot of anticipation. So, whew, man, I'm getting the jitters. I'm getting the stream jitters now. Do you think there's any merit, why 3D said, to the Halo community buying the IP and making our own games? No. I did mention that. I think a lot of people are starting to catch on about that. Technically, I think if you buy enough Microsoft stocks, you would own a portion of the company, and in that way, you would have to have some say in what Microsoft does. But you would have to buy so much stocks that I think you would have a better chance of just trying to buy the Halo franchise, which I actually think isn't entirely impossible because it's not really something that I think is super profitable like it once was. And they don't even want it to be the flagship of Xbox because even Xbox, they're like killing and they're not. Man, they just raised the cost, I think, on the dev kits from 1,500 to 2,000 in order to like develop games for the consoles, which is bad, and it's really kind of spelling a lot of bad stuff for the economy. I think ultimately it's kind of out of my depth here on HaloFollower, but I'm really kind of preparing and expecting a massive economic collapse or crash sometime in the next 2 years. I think if you can kind of see what's going on, I think this is, and to bring it back to Halo, because I don't want to go too far out of the topic, is that I think that Halo is going to be, and Halo has been affected by this already, 2020, the C19, the clumsiness of the video game industry. It looks like it needs a reset or something. You could call it woke stuff, but I think it's kind of larger than that. I think it's just like them kind of failing to adapt to the current marketplace and what people really want. I mean, you have people making Halo games, by the way, actual Halo games that they published, uh, and was approved by Microsoft, which is weird. It was like this two-dimensional game. I never covered it. I kind of wish I had, but yeah, it was actually a Halo game made by a fan. Anyway, this all comes from someone saying, "Why 3D? Thank you." I don't think there's much merit to the Halo community buying the IP. I mean, who would that even be? It'd be a big conglomerate of Halo fans donating $100 each. Like, it just wouldn't be enough. But I think our best chance is just Microsoft giving this out to another studio, which we might even see in just a moment here. So we are now officially 10 minutes behind schedule. My God. I think, I'm kind of prepared for a hilarious L, but I'm also very open-minded to an epic W. You know what I mean? I'm getting more nervous the longer they are late to revealing the game. So, I think someone said something funny over here. Did they reveal a trailer? Nope, you're not late. Hang in there, guys. We are about to get something juicy. Someone said, I'm ready for Halo Combat Evolved. Lol, you have more followers than the actual Halo channel. That is nuts, and that's probably because of Maddie. I also think Maddie, and maybe I'll just even point blank ask someone at 343 tomorrow in person, like, hey, so I didn't get invited to the Halo Studios tour. Is that because of Maddie? No, I've been, it's funny. I've been blacklisted from 343 since I was 15 years old, man. Nuts. I'm turning 30 next month. Yeah, they wanted to work with me again right when Halo Infinite was coming out, but I feel like they were just desperate to like get. Well, you know what? I think they did give me an early review copy, which I did appreciate. I never got that with Halo 4 or 5. Are they having technical issues? Because now, guys, our slot's almost over. Where the heck is the trailer? Okay, I would be pissed if they only showed it to like the people there and not like live streamed it. That would be a massive L. Then we would just see a bunch of bad iPhone footage. I want to look at all these super chats pouring in, but okay. Jason said if they make Cortana a baddie, I'll buy the game again. Let's make sure they're not saying stuff over this real quick. Nope, just Halo music. Okay. Yeah. They're currently asking Sora 2 to generate a trailer for the game. Wow. Okay, you know what? That might be the best super chat we have today. That is really funny. I could see it. I think I saw something on X yesterday that was like it looked like a screenshot from a new game, but then I was like I couldn't get the actual picture of it, but I zoomed in and then I zoomed in even more and I could see the Sora logo. And then I like looked at the background and none of it really made sense. Like at a glance it made sense, but when you like actually looked at it, that wasn't a Halo ring. It was some weird object that didn't look foreigner at all. So yeah, so Sora 2. So the new trailer we're getting has been generated completely with Sora 2. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's a joke. But yes, Oppie, thank you for the $10 super chat and the good laugh. Mr. Fox said Maddie put in a good word to Microsoft. Yeah. Yeah. You know what? I like to remind people of this because people think that I'm like super serious or like I'm a uh what do you goon baiter or something, but the thing is Maddie started I love her now, but Maddie started as a parody of Halo. Like, you think I really made this? Maddie was a spite to the current state of Halo. The fact that Maddie is so popular is hilarious, right? And if you don't know what I'm talking about, Maddie is my animated character in my animations, right? She's a Spartan something, I don't know exactly yet. Spartan 2, Spartan 4, something like that. Probably Spartan 4 would make the most sense because but anyway, she has big titties. Big old titties. And people love her generally. I also get flack for it. It's probably why I'm not getting tours. You know? But it's worth it, and I want you guys to understand it's worth it. Also, our slot's over, boys. It's 1:15. Where's the trailer? Where's the new Halo game? What in the world's going on? They're really behind right now. They are. They are really behind. What is going on? But they had all these pictures ready. Unless we've already seen these. I got to be honest, I haven't been looking at the stream. I've been looking at the chat. The delay may be a good sign of something bigger, Sean Barry. What do you guys think? Because the chat has been bringing down. People are getting more excited as the stream goes on. People are saying it's something massive in the poll. So the mediocre thing's going down, and the something bad is going down slightly as well. So people are getting more optimistic. And Sean, I don't know if we're coping or not. I like to think that the delay could also be signs of something bad. No, but I think we're okay. The only thing I hope for is that my AirPods do not be recharged during the stream. They probably will be, but I have a backup thing. It'll just be a moment if I have to swap. But I'm gonna mute myself when the trailer comes on or whatever thing comes on. Let's go ahead and make sure, because they're not showing this anywhere else. They said they were gonna. I mean, this is the right stream. It has 19,000 viewers right now on the official Waypoint thing, so we know something's gonna happen. we could do a quick little X check on my other. I won't be changing the stream, but I'll be doing it on my other monitor here. Any moment now, they should be revealing something. Poke Metal Rules again with the $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Halo Fortnite announcement. Oh god, please. Oh my god. DJ said, not optimistic about this, probably just a trailer of the CE remake and a quick snapshot of the next game. That is, if they can even get this to work. Yeah, let me, we're gonna check the feed real quick. We're gonna check the, I'm gonna check in real quick with X. Do you guys have any update from anyone on X as to what is happening? Because we are now, Project Deep Dive has live gameplay. Wait, they said that? Did we miss that? I think we may have missed that, boys. So apparently the Project Deep Dive at 2 p.m. has live gameplay? I don't know. See, now I saw something about that, but I think they were just referring to the gameplay, the community stream. But maybe this does have live gameplay. That would be pretty nuts. I think the most shocking thing today would not be some weird game that we don't expect, like a non-CE game, but actually pushing things along, like they're way farther along than we think they are. I think that would be the most exciting thing. But do we have... Someone said that my voice is low. The delay is just because of the TSM versus Optic gaming is going on. Oh, okay. So they're waiting for. I'm checking X and I don't see anything. Okay, so Rebs Gaming said an hour ago he was privately told by someone everything coming from my Halo Combat Evolved remake is correct. His report. They're just not sure who the co-developer is. And there's a restricted playable area at Halo World. My god, is there going to be playable gameplay at this event? Halo Lego Story. No. We're not going to be doing that. No Halo Lego Story. Someone's road trip. They have to do a road trip instead of flying. That sucks. Okay, we're going to check in with the live stream real quick. Okay, just more Halo music. I mean, we're live right now. Am I missing anything, guys? We're still waiting for main stage. It's on the Xbox store. Leaked. I don't know if people... It's already leaked? Are we... It's out on the Xbox store. It's on the Xbox store. Is it live, though? It's on the main stage. Okay, so we're just going to... I really don't want to get away from the stream, Xbox. Halo... Let's see, remake. Where is the trailer? I can't tell if you guys are trolling me or not. Okay, it should probably be right up here, though. Okay. Let's check. Everyone's saying it's on the Xbox Game Store, so... If you have Twitter, they're trolling? Man, that would be a really good troll. But it's also not really making sense why it's taking so long. Let's see what Unishek is saying over here. Yeah, I mean, I'm still not seeing anything, so. I think we're getting trolled. I'm still not going to leave the community stage. I mean, you can see the people in the main chat are also looking. Why schedule things if you don't follow the trailers, someone said. I mean, look, if it was real, I would be seeing a bazillion things over on X, but, I mean... They said Halo Studios project update at 1 p.m. Friday. And they said they were going to come back on. Halo campaign evolved. Yeah, there's still really nothing. Can't wait till... You know, honestly, if they don't reveal a Halo cookbook, I am going to be so mad. GTA, it's the GTA 6 wait. Man, that's crazy. Halo campaign evolved. There it is. There it is, boys. Oh, God. Okay, I don't know why it's not on the live stream, but let's take a look at it. Holy crap. Where is the sound? Should we watch this without the sound? Oh my God. Oh, I muted. Okay, guys, get ready. Here we go. Oh my gosh. Oh, I don't know where it is, but we're gonna watch it here. Is this leaked? This might be, look. There you go.
According to the data in their networks, the ring has some kind of deep religious significance. They call it Halo. They believe that Halo is some kind of weapon.
What sort of weapon is it?
One with unimaginable power.
Chief, you gotta find the cartographer. We'll keep him busy as long as we can.
Fire Team Charlie, we're on our way.
Touchdown! Hit it, Marines! Somebody order a warthog.
The Covenant are putting up a real fight. The cartographer must be here.
Lock and load, rock and roll!
Give them hell, Chief.
So there's a lot to say about this. I don't know why some people are saying this is fake. I mean, that looked like the real trailer to me. That, my God. Okay, so there's thoughts. Let's go ahead and that's so weird how it wasn't on the official. How did that leak? Why is that not on? Oh, okay, so I think what happened was that they missed up on posting this early on the Xbox store. So now it's made its way over to here when they were supposed to probably release at the same time, and they probably scheduled it over on the Xbox store. But guys, I'm like 99% sure this is the real deal. Just about exactly what we anticipated. I would love to have more information. There's going to be a deep dive. There's probably going to be a whole lot of gameplay. And they said there's going to be live gameplay. So it's probably going to be this first little area cartographer thing. But this does look like Unreal Engine. This does look like real gameplay. It does not look like AI slop or anything like that. If it is, it's the best thing I've ever seen. So what do you guys think? People are saying it's fake. There's a lot of L's in the chat. Generic. What a letdown. Lame, lame, lame. So a lot of people are saying longer one on the Halo channel. Okay. So let's go ahead and take a look at all the news. If you guys have any... They weren't trolling. They weren't trolling. The people that was saying that it was... Yeah, here we go. Okay. Let's watch it again. Let's watch it in higher quality, and we'll be doing a little analyzation here. A little breakdown. All right, so this is real. Okay, so anyone saying it's not real, it's on the Halo official channel now. And this is, I think, a lot of people right on the money. Something okay and mediocre. Now, listen, I haven't played it yet, but it is, in fact, a place that we've been to many times before. It's on Unreal Engine. But this looks like something... This does not look like the Cartographer Island as we know it. I think that the rumors that this game is going to be different is like it's going to be different as far as like the maps and areas. Then it's not going to be like Halo 1, right? It's as far as everything is 1-to-1, you can switch back to the original engine. I think this is going to legitimately be something that is entirely new, but like have the same kind of story beats and structure to it. These are just things I'm speculating on, and I'm sure we'll do like a proper breakdown here real soon. But thank you guys for telling me about the Xbox store. I appreciate y'all. You were not trolling, and that we do in fact have it here. Also, someone said they tagged me on Twitter. I'll check that out in a moment. And by the way, there's probably a whole lot of news breaking down from this, so we'll go ahead and... Gameplay on the channel. There's gameplay as well.
The ring has some kind of deep religious significance.
Wow. It's pretty. I'll give them that. I'm glad that they showed us some gameplay. Let's go ahead and hop back over here real quick. There's so much to break down. And that experience the original story rebuilt with high definition visuals, updated cinematics, and refined controls, plus 3 brand new prequel missions. So y'all weren't trolling about that. Prequel missions? Featuring the Master Chief and Sergeant Johnson. Oh my god, Johnson's coming back. A broader essential of weapons, vehicles, and enemies, and gameplay modifying skulls. Optional modifiers that change combat in fun and challenging ways. Add fresh tactics and endless replayability. Guys, that is pretty nuts. Let's go back to the real channel here. Someone's saying that there's gameplay. Oh my lord. Are you shitting me? Okay, there's a round table reveal. Oh my, okay. We got a lot to watch. That's 20 minutes of, okay, let's watch some stuff. Oh my gosh. Hell yeah. Whoa. It's clean looking. It's clean. Wow. Campaign Evolved. I'm not so sure how I feel about that name, but okay.
Halo Campaign Evolved is the next project coming out of Halo Studios. It is the ultimate Halo CE campaign remake. It is coming to Xbox, PC, and for the first time, PlayStation. It'll be arriving next year. To talk more about it, we've got Dan, Max, and Greg from the development team. Guys, let's get into this. Why is this the right game for right now?
We did this work on Halo Anniversary. I felt like there were certain things that were left unsaid. There were certain things that we weren't able to achieve at that time. There were certain things we weren't able to do.
It's a great time to revisit Combat Evolved for new players, for established Halo players, and maybe even for old friends playing on different hardware today, to allow them to play together and enjoy the franchise together again.
Going back to the Halo ring again for the first time.
For the first time is really important. And for them to be surprised by new content and feel like excited again about exploring the ring world.
For new players, this is the right time for you to jump in. Think of this as your introduction into this huge franchise we've been building for the past 25 years.
I'm curious how you're going to focus on capturing the essence of the original, knowing that you need to evolve to kind of move the experience forward.
Yeah, from design, we don't take that lightly at all. Whenever we make a change, the number one thing was to be true to the original game.
For every one of those topics that comes up, there's someone who is incredibly passionate on the other side saying we can, like, that is sacred. We do not move that crate.
It's really about looking across, what we've learned over the years, what technology we've built, and how we can tie that back into this experience.
So in this game, up to 4 people can play the campaign together, regardless of which platform they're on. And then we're kicking it old school. We can play 2-player co-op on consoles, on the couch together, just like we did back in the original. What do you have to do differently to account now for 4 people running around?
For different co-op counts, we will make some of the spaces larger. We also want to make sure we're authentic to the encounters themselves. So it's a balancing act between that difficulty tuning and making those encounters the right size for the right space.
I understand that we've done some special tune-up works to the beloved Warthog.
We have. There's a new seat, what I like to call the golf cart seat or the bumper seat. This is on the back of the Warthog, so now you can bring everyone with.
Mind if I join you?
Let's talk a little bit about one of my favorite aspects of the Halo franchise. What is a skull? What's cool about it? What does it do?
A skull is a gameplay modifier, generally mean-spirited. It makes the game more challenging for the player.
The combination, the pairing of these different skulls and how that's going to create that new gameplay experience. Huge amount of replay options for folks.
I love the replayability that skulls bring to a campaign. There's almost endless variety.
We have dozens of skulls this time.
The most that we've ever had in a Halo game.
Are you a lasso guy? I think you yourself told me that you don't think anyone would ever be able to complete this game with legendary all skulls on.
I don't think so. I mean, there's a lot. And so if you can do a true legendary all skulls on run, let us know. Because I'd love to see it. I think, that'd be really hard.
If there's one thing that this community has shown us is do not underestimate them, and they will find a way. So Halo's always been known for its sandbox. How has this evolved?
We made sure that anything we included isn't going to drastically change the way the game plays, to change the sandbox in a drastic way, but there's some really fun kind of additions, and that's across enemies, weapons, vehicles, things that in the original CE you weren't able to do before that you now can. You finally killed the elite with the sword. That weapon hits the floor and you can pick that up and just, kind of really take it to the enemy.
It's great. The sound design. All these weapons, by the way, have been painstakingly remodeled, rebuilt, higher fidelity. How do all these things kind of come to life?
That comes across through the way they look, the way they sound, the effects, the actual panels on the weapons themselves, the ammo counters.
With Unreal, the fully dynamic lighting within Lumen allows us to get those effects, right? That rich plasma lighting up and brightening the environment.
Of course, one of the hallmark elements of Halo CE is what becomes kind of a three-way battle with the introduction of the Flood.
There was quite a bit of development between Halo CE and 3 to kind of how the Flood behaved and just how they interacted with the player. So we've pulled a lot of those Flood behaviors into this game.
And I would say this is a learning specifically from CE2 Anniversary, which is just kind of that mood, the atmosphere, the tension, the horror, and really delivering on that from the way that we stage the encounters and the setup and how we reveal the Flood.
In Halo Legacy, there were some pure form units. We've pulled in a familiar friend, familiar fiend, if you will, to challenge the player.
Talk to me just a little bit about how we're approaching the narrative aspects to bring it up to the same level as the rest of this game.
We want to tell an authentic story and we want to level up the cinematics from the source.
As we were building this out, we didn't just kind of put a new coat of paint over the original cinematics, right? We ended up revisiting exactly how they were blocked out, how they were sequenced, how they were put together, and we've done that across the board.
We have access to original source assets, original source code, and access to the original storyboards. We are remastering, remixing the music to go along with these cinematics.
We also had the core principal cast come in and re-record all the lines.
How much firepower would you need to crack one of the engine shields?
This really provides a degree of fidelity that we weren't able to do for Halo Anniversary.
Now would be a very good time to leave.
I'm super excited that this game will include 3 brand new bonus missions. Tell me a little bit about that.
It was really important that we preserve the original story as it is. So these missions specifically are meant to be a prequel, a setup for, the main course. These new missions are going to offer some new opportunities for character interactions, maybe between, Chief and Johnson.
We've got some new mechanics, maybe some new AI behaviors, things that haven't been done before in Halo CE.
I think we're just getting started.
So where are we right now at this stage in development? What can you share with us?
In the past few weeks, we've been able to start engaging and sending builds out to some of our community members.
We can now see so many of the elements of the level really coming together.
There's a point in every game's life cycle where it kind of just comes online.
Seeing really high fidelity versions of cinematics, elements of the sandbox and encounter tweaks and the lighting.
You go to someone's desk and give feedback live on an experience, and to me that's like a really exciting time in game development.
The ultimate love letter to the game that started it all. I would call upon our entire Halo community to welcome with open arms this next generation of players. I'm excited to just relive these experiences again for the first time.
Wow, there's more. Actually, we have a lot more gameplay to look at. So I don't know, should I talk about it a little bit first and then we move on to gameplay? I think the campaign evolved, is a strange name. I think it could be worse, but I'm seeing a lot of L's in the chat. It sounds like a lot of y'all are not impressed, but I mean, for what it is, I think it's okay. I mean, we just got into it, Obviously, we got to see what's going on here. I like the fact that they're keeping the story the same. So, no Jimmy rings, all right? That would have been a massive L. People are saying it's a massive L. I do not think, if you're being very objective right now, that this is an L. I think people want to see something, I think we want to see something way worse than this for an L. But this is okay. This is, to me, this is somewhere between a W and L. This is all right. And I think this is a good entry, I guess, back into the franchise or something. I don't know, for as far as the studio. What do you guys think? Why don't we go ahead and start a poll real quick? I kind of miss talking. I feel like I've been really quiet because I've just been yammering and yapping this whole stream. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna put up a poll. We're gonna little gameplay roll while we do this.
The Covenant believe that what they call the Silent Cartographer is somewhere under this island. The Cartographer is a map room that will lead us to Halo's control center.
Very nice. I mean, it's look. That's pretty. I'm trying to not be too enchanted or distracted by the graphics. Let's go ahead and see what the gameplay is, because this is their 13-minute demo. It almost looks uncanny on how real it looks. I actually don't like how this foreigner structure looks. That looks kind of weird. Someone's saying that's on PS5 and it's going to be $50. Is that true? Let's see.
We're approaching the LZ. It's gonna be hot. Get set to cut out swinging.
I mean, this looks pretty. This looks pretty good to me. I mean, I think we would have all preferred to see like Halo 7, but this is probably going to be kind of the foundation for their Unreal Engine sub-engine structure for Halo 7. This is good. Some people are hating the Magnum. It looks like we're at about 70% W in the chat. 70% of the people here think it is a good thing. It's a W, right? Where is do we see Sprint? I'm so overstimulated right now. I'm trying to get all these things figured out here. So Devastator, $10 donation, super chat. Thank you so much. I've noticed some comments are mad about Sprint. I don't think it's really that big of a deal. I've been playing Halo since Halo 2 OG. What's your thoughts on it? Man, that Warthog. Man, that's
facility by cross-referencing
okay.
Covenant survey data and religious texts. We were right. It's on this island. I've marked the entrance with a nav point.
Wow. I have thoughts. We saw Sprint, so there is Sprint. I don't want to stop the gameplay, though. Zach said, I'm leaning towards a W on this. I like the visuals. The original is probably better between the two, but it's probably safer bet while we get things sorted out at home. I've heard that before. But yeah, I generally agree. Dur said it's meant to be a restart of everything. Of course they start with Halo CE. I see this as an absolute W for the future of this. Yeah, I think a lot of people maybe just...
The silent cartographer is somewhere inside
wow.
the facility. They're already inside. We have to get in there and stop them before they
I
learn
do
the
like the
location of the control
visuals.
center.
I do. Seeing this paired with gameplay. Guys, you know what? I just want to say that I actually think I underestimated my predictions. People saying I was way too hopeful, but I think my predictions were blown out of the water in a good way. I actually was being too nihilistic, I think. And you can see here the HUD. Something about this looks... I'm not so sure. Is it the art style that looks too... I don't know. I don't hate it. I think it won't be too hard to get used to.
Putting up a real fight. The cartographer must be here.
I know. I'm too worried about the visuals. It's just
Let's keep
yeah.
going
So
inside.
there's the sprint.
Don't let them lock
There's
the
the
doors.
sprint. I mean, I like the pop. I like the pop on the weapons. You know, I think that's something 343's always been good at, is the audio design.
Interesting. I underestimated the Covenant's understanding of Halo's subsystems. We need to find the security override to get this door open.
This is a reboot, right? I mean, in a way.
Go ahead, Cortana. Have you found the control center?
Negative, Captain.
I can't believe we're having sprint in Halo 1, dog. Fuck. I can see why people are upset. AI made or developed normally? I don't think so. I don't think there's much AI in this. I could be wrong. Some foreigner structures look kind of weird. It's really pretty, someone said, but it's the same thing I bought 2 or 3 times already with new graphics. No multiplayer, just co-op. I'd pay $30 for it, no more.
We're still en route to the objective.
Yeah, I don't think this is really for Halo fans in a weird way. I think this is for new people. It's an entry point. Waited 5 years for a campaign, only remaster Big L. Yeah, no campaign DLC, man.
Let's move down the beach. Keep an eye out for any unusual structures that could house the security.
It looks too good. Like, the visuals look too good. But I like how the Warthog looks. Master Chief's hands are not on the steering wheel. So there's still unfinished things here. I don't think they are. I think I just saw them floating next to it. But main stage. Main stage, main stage, main stage. Someone said there's something happened main stage. Would that be this stream? Something's happening. So
Well, we thought we changed our name again. No, I'm just kidding.
All right.
Honestly, Lottie, it's been a really busy and exciting year at Halo Studios. The team's just been kind of laser focused, working on the next chapter for the franchise. As you mentioned, kind of last year, we took a look at what Halo could look like in Unreal 5. And over the past year, we've been busy playing Halo in Unreal 5. So it's just been a really exciting time for the studio. We're on the eve now of 25 years. The anniversary is next year, really since the beginning of it all with the release of Combat Evolved. So really big momentous moment and super exciting time as we look ahead to what's going to be the next chapter for Halo.
I mean, so many incredible memories. I mean, Max, you must have tons of memories that, you know, being in the franchise and obviously just Halo, it's nostalgic, isn't it?
That's right. I mean, 25 years. It's incredible, right? So thinking back to the Combat Evolved experience, I mean, being on the ring for the first time as Chief, you know, just driving that Warthog to the beach.
Are we going to have another sprint debate, guys?
Getting through legendary campaign. There's just so many great memories.
I don't want to have another sprint debate.
And, like, I remember buying my first Xbox back in 2001 and playing the game with my buddies on the couch. And then, personally, I would just stop and look at the game and what they were doing in Halo, I just never seen before. It's incredible.
Honestly, I got a massive role as the coolest big sister because
at least the Flood's coming back.
Literally spent time with my brother. We split screened Halo. That was what we did, and it was incredible. So many amazing memories. But bringing it back to the present, you must be here for a reason, and I already know you got something up your sleeve. Well, if you were wearing longer ones, Damon. But do you want to hit us with a little world premiere?
World premiere.
Wait, another? Oh my god, is this a multi? Is this... Okay. Okay, it's the same thing we got earlier, I think. So this is everyone's original reaction, which we've been watching a little bit of. We're gonna have to do a whole breakdown of all this, guys. This is just... This is nutty. There it is. Everyone's initial reactions, I think. I wonder if they were just behind.
Evolved is the next project coming out of Halo Studios.
Okay, so they're showing that. Thank you guys for calling that out. We did watch that already. We were watching some gameplay, so we're gonna pick up on this real quick. Let me know if anything changes on the main stage if you guys see something. It looks clean. I mean, I like the icons. I like just the general feeling that everything's been like kind of upgraded. The Warthog seems like dynamic. I almost kind of wish they just were less loose with the map design, but that's just me. I think it would have been okay to have a different map. I don't see any engine swapping either, by the way, so I don't think there's gonna be like the swapping between the old graphics and the new. I could be wrong, but I haven't seen it. Oscar says, don't like the sprint, don't sprint, problem solved. I think it's kind of not a big issue when it comes to just a single player experience here. Obviously, campaign only, campaign evolved is what I'm getting wind of. Kyle Cox said, could be an absolute win for me. It's going to be dark and gritty when it comes to the Flood and not overall clean and shiny. Thank you guys for the super chats. Really do appreciate it. Again, so one last call out to the guy that did a $100 super chat the other, like last hour. So that was pretty crazy. Zanny says, yeah, motherfuckers when 7-foot-tall super soldier can't sprint. Yeah, so Oscar said, this looks great. It is what it is. It is what I first played when I rented the game at Blockbuster. No, but this is a W. I don't care, or I just care that it's complete when I play it. Stop fishing, guys. Sprint is fine. Yeah, so I think sprint is going to be something we're going to have to talk about. Someone said, Devastator said, I think the biggest thing that people are wanting to know about or see is the Flood, and if possible, the Blightlands. Yeah, could that be one of the new missions? Could we be getting some new missions? Obviously we are. We're getting 3 missions, right? So that's exciting. We might have to be jumping on Halo Waypoint here in just a moment to cover some of the news. I hope you guys are enjoying the live coverage. If you are, be sure to smash that like button blue and subscribe. Join me on the journey following Halo, because you know we're going to be talking about this a whole lot. We're going to be analyzing every freaking pixel But, of course, I think, and I'm hoping we get something regarding the next game with Halo 7 or a multiplayer experience before this event is over. This looks solid. I think this is a safe decision, but I kind of... I do like the new animations, actually. They seem more lively, you know? Everything seems more alive. You got the depth of field going on. You got a lot of the classic designs, but there's a lot of little animation details, if you're noticing. If you're really looking at how Chief is moving around. And everything's been re-recorded. So it's definitely not going to be a nostalgic game in terms of, like, I remember this line. It's going to be... I mean, I think they're probably going to be doing the same story, right? It's what they said. But I think that they're just a little bit going to be changing little things. I wouldn't be surprised if they were.
We need to go to the main facility. Let's head back down the beach.
Thank you for the dollar, Jesus man. Someone said the guns sound generic as hell. Yeah, thank you for the super chat. Some people are not liking the noises. Let's tune in a little bit louder, kind of get it. My problem is it's too similar. No Alpha Base, no Zuka, some They remade a remake. This should have been a reboot
Chief,
based off
Bravo
the Halo
22
Flood.
was bringing
That would've
us
been
some
cool.
heavy weapons. After I saw we were up against hunters, I thought you could use them.
Okay. Wow, this is... I want to see the new missions. I wonder if this is... I'm only one person, but do you guys know if this is going to be playable? Because I want to play this shit. Are they doing playable? The description says split screen 4-player online co-op, 3 new missions. And the description says split screen 4-player online co-op, 3 new missions. Yeah. So I think that's safe to say that they're going to bring co-op in this. I think that would be a very predictable L that I think they're going to be on top of if they're smart. So I'm glad. But you guys, thanks so much for the super chats. All Blur said, why wouldn't they do this for Halo 3? Instead, they went all the way back to Halo C. Because I think they might be doing this with all the Halo games. I wonder if they're going to be making Halo 2 campaign evolved and Halo 3 campaign evolved. That's just kind of speculation, but I think Halo 3 campaign evolved would be very well loved. I mean, to see all this in the form of Halo 3, that would be something spectacular, I think. It's just nice to see all this kind of fleshed out. We kind of saw it in Halo CE Anniversary, but having full co-op support and good overall quality on day one will be the key. Halo Studio better not mess this up. Rokas says, thank you for the £5. Yes, obviously the launch is what matters most. I think it being campaign, though, I think it's so safe that I don't see how this could be bad. Unless it's, like, super buggy. But generally, when it comes to single-player experiences, they have a lot less to worry about. Especially the fact that there's very little guesswork here as far as how to make this game. Like, they already have the level design, they have the weapons, they have the characters. It's just kind of transforming it. Okay, we got a cutscene here. Ooh. I think they re-recorded the music, too. It definitely looks like Unreal Engine, man. For better or worse, that looks like Unreal Engine to me. So there's just so much to break down, guys. I mean, usually at some point, I would just start churning out videos, but I got to do research, and this is my research right now before I make any videos on this. There's a lot. Like, to read the description here, The Covenant believe that the silent cartographer lies hidden beneath the island, a key that could unlock the secrets of Halo itself. Your mission, locate the map room and uncover the path to the ring's control center. This is coming to 2026. That's the release date. Okay, just so we're all clear. Campaign Evolved is coming to the Xbox Series X and S, PC and PlayStation in 2026. A faithful yet modernized remake. Hey, so by the way, we got to give Rebs Gaming a little round of applause for all of his sources. It was all right on the money. Halo Leaks was right on the money. All the leaks that everyone's saying that I'm pulling out of my ass, that these guys are lying and pulling out of their ass, how the frick did they know? Okay, just to get that off my chest. Clearly, there is some value in some of these rumors. Because 99% of the rumors have been correct for the past, 10 years on Halo. So, anyways, Halo Combat Evolved's campaign rebuilt from the ground up with high-definition visuals, refined controls, 2-player split screen. Oh, God. Fuck, man. I'm so scared. Oh, God. Here comes the fallout, man. 2-player couch co-op, boys. 2-player co-op. Read their chat. Read their chat? Okay, let's jump back on the live thing. Okay.
As Halo CE
God,
is quite a tall order. How did you feel about tackling that one, sir?
Thankfully, I'm not tackling it. No pressure for these guys.
Oh my God! Here comes the fallout.
Make no mistake. Like, Combat Evolved is a masterpiece, right? I mean, it is like the perfect video game, the perfect story, the perfect characters, the work that Bungie did, the universe they built. We're all huge Halo fans as well at the studio, and it's impacted all of our lives. And I know the team understands this massive responsibility that comes with carrying this forward now for a new generation. Just a lot of care and attention has gone into every facet of this project. And the goal isn't to make something that could ever replace Halo Combat Evolved, but make something that could stand right alongside it.
100%. And just to double check, it's not a port, right, Damon?
No, this is a remake. So it's really important. Everything in Halo Combat Evolved has been evaluated, touched, all the art assets remade. And it's important to note that as they remake things back, the talented team back at base, they're preserving the heart of Halo. Everything that they do, the cinematics, new mocap, animations have been redone. We've re-recorded principal cast, VO. Everything in an effort to maintain the spirit of discovery, a sense of awe and heroism that the original iconic Halo Combat Evolved had.
I love to hear that, and I have to double check as a fan myself, for everyone in the building, Max, this is not another Halo CE anniversary, is it?
We are looking to be authentic and ambitious. We have 25 years of player feedback, and we're looking at that feedback directly from Combat Evolved Anniversary. So you can look forward to things like, wayfinding, level encounter variety, a lot of good stuff there.
Love to hear it. And it is ambitious, like you guys have been mentioning, but speaking of ambitious, Max, what is this I'm hearing about some new missions?
Yeah, 3 new missions. Chief and Johnson.
Chief with Johnson, man.
Enemies, new
that's such
characters,
an easy
new
W,
gameplay, new environments. So many things. It's going to be a great time.
I can't wait. And obviously, speaking of gameplay, there's some new enhancements. There's lots of new things coming for players to enjoy. What could some of those be, and what can we expect?
Yeah, that's right. We do have an expanded sandbox. So 9 weapons, all new to this experience. 3 of them you may have seen in the original game. So the energy sword, the fuel rod cannon, the sentinel beam, those things you saw but you couldn't pick up, and now you can, in addition to 6 others joining. And then also we have things like vehicle hijacking. We have the ability to drive the Wraith. A lot of things to look forward to.
There we go.
You know, it really sounds like you guys are nailing the balance between, the nostalgic but the newness, and nostalgic newness is what I'm going to run with here. It's great for old players, new players alike to come and experience this, because it's such a beautiful story, a beautiful game. I want to know what you're most excited about as you start this new venture here. Damon, I'll start with you.
Again, I said it before. It's so it's great to have a chance to bring an entirely new generation of players to the franchise. People who haven't had a chance to go on the missions with Chief are now going to get to do that for the first time, and they can go along with the fans who have been with us for 24 years at this point, Xbox and PC players, and I'm excited for them to play it together.
I cannot wait for that. Max, what about you?
Yeah, I'm just excited about all the ways that you can play together and replay in more ways than ever before. You know, from that expanded sandbox to the dozens of skulls, some returning favorites, some that are entirely new that we're doing more with than we've ever done before. There's just really a lot of new content here to engage with.
Cannot wait. I'll be certainly engaging with it. And Sketch, last but not least, I can see you're excited about something.
Yeah, I am.
Oh,
I mean, again, as the community person, just seeing this community grow, welcoming all of our friends and new players to the franchise is just so exciting. Just kind of knocking down walls. We're going to come together. We're going to sing Kumbaya. It's going to be great. Blue and green coming back together.
Xbox is dead.
Also, I'm super excited. I got to give a shout out. Having Steve Downs and Jen Taylor back. Amazing. We're so lucky to have them. They really are going to bring a magic touch to this experience. And personally, knowing that I won't get hopelessly lost in the library anymore is a huge win for me.
Big win there, Sketch. I'm really happy for you with that one for sure. Well, folks, Halo Combat Campaign Evolved is coming in 2026. So excited to be delivering this one to you guys. And great news for all of us, of course, OGs and new players
Where is
coming
the
together.
multiplayer
But I have to
news?
know.
I wonder.
I'm greedy. I want to know when we can see this. When can we expect to get our hands on it? Have you got any other surprises
Please
for
be
us?
playable. I want to play it.
Officially, Halo Campaign Evolved will be arriving on Xbox, PlayStation, and PC in 2026. But maybe we don't have to wait quite so long to get a taste. So yeah, I'm actually very excited to announce here at the venue all weekend long, behind these mysterious Forerunner walls, we've brought a pre-release work-in-progress demo.
Let me play it,
it's a chance to drive around, check out the Silent Cartographer, and get an idea of what's in store for the full game next year.
Bro,
I cannot wait. In fact, I've actually got somebody on recon for me right now on the floor because I have to see what this is all about. Blaze, you're outside. We were wondering what was in this, and finally, we know.
my God!
Look
Look at
How you
that
feeling
line,
about
dog.
it, buddy?
I hope it's playable tomorrow.
Okay, and just know I'm riding a bumper. You got shotgun. Wes is driving, and Tony on turret. All right. I'm ready to get our hands on this. Are you all ready to get your hands on Campaign Evolved? Let's count it down, and we're gonna open the doors. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Chief, open the doors.
Oh my God! If it didn't open, that would.
Hold up! Hold up! Hold up!
Oh, this is epic, dude.
Oh my God! Yo, get the ropes open. We gotta get people in
Dang.
here. Look at this campaign.
Halo actually doing
Evolved.
something, man.
It's gonna be insane. I was wondering what was in here all weekend. You guys kept it good from me, but you're about to lose me up in this maze, man. I'm trying to play. Are you guys trying to play out there? They are. I'll see y'all later.
OMG.
You know
Hell
what?
yeah.
I'm going to have to pull him out of there later on. I'm really
There's
going
a
to have
demo
to do it
on
physically
Steam?
myself
What?
because it's going to be hard to peel him away. And I'm sure you
that
guys as
true?
well in the venue. I mean, unbelievable. The fact that not only do you guys come up here and reveal some really exciting new additions for us as Halo fans, but the fact that we get to get our hands on it immediately. Thank you so much, guys. And thank you so much for joining us today as well. It's been absolutely amazing to have that first look at Halo Campaign Evolved. I have to ask as we wrap things up, have you
Is
got
there really
any
a
final
demo
thoughts for us,
on
Damon?
Steam?
Yeah,
There's too much news.
I do. I want to thank the team that's working hard back at the office on this experience that you're all going to play. It's truly amazing the work that they're doing. We are honored to be able to announce this game to you and to share their work with the world today.
Well, you know what, folks, you are very, very lucky because the next chapter of Halo arrives next year. And for everyone here at the Halo World Championships, you've got the opportunity to get your hands on it amongst the first in the world. You can go and play it here today. I hope you guys enjoy it all weekend long, but I think it's about time we get back to the Halo action on the main stage. So here's your Halo World Championships as we get into the next one.
Dang. Okay, guys, so we got a lot to discuss. There is a lot going on here. Obviously, this is coming to PlayStation, which is weird. And the fact that it's a modern remake with new missions, it's going to be nice to see Sergeant Johnson. Can the L crowd at least admit that seeing Sergeant Johnson again and new lore-accurate scenes that are congruent with the campaign that we all know and love, Halo CE, is kind of a W. L crowd, can you at least admit that? Horrible, not gonna lie. A lot of people that they're not buying it. It's not the worst pitch. I kind of wish they added even more missions, but honestly, I'm kind of getting like the same. I mean, I think it was a little bit different back in 2011. That was the first thing I really covered hardcore because they announced Halo 4, but there was really only Halo CE anniversary news. CEA, as we called it back in the day. So, yeah, I mean, it looks clean. It looks fun. They're going to be adding new weapons. The energy sword can be picked up. The Wraith is also going to be drivable. Hopefully, they just, like, add, I don't know. I mean, dare I say attachments or some kind of customization? I mean, if we're really going to be remaking Halo 1, if you really want to play the experience from 2001, then just play Halo Anniversary, right? Or better yet, just play the raw game itself on MCC, right? But, I mean, I think they should go even further. If you're really going to tamper with the Halo formula, like adding sprint in Halo 1, which is like a mortal sin, then I think you should just go ahead and go through the whole thing. Add lore-accurate attachments. Add new weapons. Add different variations of the assault rifles that have been seen in the books, in lore, but in Halo 1. I don't know. I mean, I like it. I think, yeah, it's not like... I think this might be champagne worthy, but the real surprise will be when the game launches, like with Halo 7. If we have a real comeback to Halo's formula, you know, as far as what I see here, and this is not the return of Halo that we're all hoping for. It's definitely a good move, but we still don't have any news regarding Halo's big multiplayer, right? So just catching up on some of the super chats as well. Hyper07. I'm making a bet Chief shows his face. Oh, that would be a W, not an Unreal Engine 2. Yikes. So, AC said, Macho Man, I meant they can change canon. I don't like it. They're not changing the canon. They're making it fateful, which I think is the right move. Can we also clarify, guys, that we are not going down the road that we were scared of? I was scared of this game being Silver Timeline with Jimmy Rings. That would have been horrendous, dude. That would have been horrendous. So with that being said, I'm really thrilled about getting my hands on this. I don't know how long the line is going to be tomorrow, but I will be present in Seattle tomorrow. So if you guys want to come say hi to me, if you're at the event by any chance, for some reason watching this instead of experiencing it, come say hi. I'll make some post about it. But someone said, Chops, thanks guys so much for the super chats. As long as I can blast that malevolent blue light bulb in the remake for Halo 3, this will be fine. Yeah, if we got a Halo 3 campaign evolved next, that would be heckin' awesome. Exile Super 7 says, do this exact same thing for Halo 2 and 3, Reach and ODST. For their 25-year anniversary, and I will die happy. New Halo games have never held before. They won't hold now. Sad, but true. Yeah, and by the way, the main menu did not seem to be returning to form, by the way. From what I saw in that room earlier here where they have the game room where they had that guy come in, I thought the door wasn't going to open. Yeah, that main menu does not look... That's not the main menu, right, from Halo 1? Because I remember there being a Halo ring and everything. I don't know if that was the pre-opening to the main menu, but the PC port better be good. Is it even coming to PC? Yes, it's coming to PC, Xbox Series X and S, PC, and PS5. That is going to be so weird. But see, you know, if I was like a diehard PlayStation guy, and I see this pop up on the store for, what, $50 or something, then I might actually be like, oh, shoot, let me try it out. And so, am I missing any big news? Have I not covered anything on the stream, guys? Because someone said, Robert said, Xbox Store says, not available separately. That would change from an L to a W in my book if this came out packaged with Halo 7. That's what he said. So there's also, someone said there's also a 2 p.m. announcement. I really would hate to miss anything live, but I don't see. Oh, there's a countdown. I thought they were going back to the games of Halo Infinite or something. Any else? Bro man said $5 super chat. Thanks, bro. Anyone else mastered their chief while watching? You know, there's been more hype streams I've done before, but that one was pretty good. Sending support from Wells UK, wish I was there. Spartan, thank you so much. Spartan Drake, I appreciate it. Wiley said, look, it's not great news, but if they can make the launch with no issue, then I consider that a win for the new team. And bring back Moa Burger Pringles, please. Yeah. Thank you, man. Thank you. Killjoy says, it's not a massive W we wanted, but it's bringing hope to the franchise. The Halo franchise. Franchise. I don't know if that was just a misspell. The biggest W is the new playables and hope for a better Halo's future. So, yes, I agree. I think that adding new weapons, new vehicles, new things that maybe Bungie wanted to add but didn't have time to or the budget for is a W. You know, especially if they had someone like Marcus Leteau or Joseph Staten giving kind of like their own feedback and kind of like saying, hey, you know, I always wanted to do this or that. And Marcus Leteau actually kind of knew what was going on anyway. Like, it seemed like that tweet that he said, you know, this is what we want to do. Like, would you be okay with a Halo remake if there was, like, you know, new things added, side levels and missions? He must have known, and which makes me think he had some input on what happened here. I mean, it would only make sense to go ask Marcus Leteau, one of the grandfathers of Halo, as to what they want to do next. So, is there a multiplayer game coming too that was announced, or still to be determined? I don't think we got the multiplayer. Let's see if there's anything.
Guys, big day today.
Big day.
Pretty exciting. Hey, everybody out there.
This might be the deep
We're
dive
Halo World
and the
Championships.
multiplayer
It's
announcement.
Friday.
Let's see.
We're just getting started already with some exciting news. I'm Sketch, of course, joined by Unishek and Dan from Halo Studios. As you just saw and may have heard earlier, we're excited to talk about our next projects. Kicking off the next chapter for Halo will be Halo Campaign Evolve. It's coming next year. It'll be available on Xbox and PC, and for the first time, we're coming to PlayStation. So looking forward to welcoming a lot of new players and a lot of our friends and folks that just haven't had a chance to experience Halo. Now is going to be their time. We brought the build with us here today. I want to give you a quick heads up. John, Unishek's going to play with us. This is the same demo that we have available here on the show floor. Essentially, this is a work in progress, pre-release. We just grabbed a snapshot of the game that Dan and the team have been working on. You might recognize it's based in the Silent Cartographer. It's probably about 2/3 of that mission or so. Yeah, right, Dan? But it's a work in progress, but it's a good opportunity to show off kind of what you can expect, what the team's going for, and how this game's shaping up. So without further ado, I told Unishek I'd give him a special caveat. We're going to be talking to him and making him kind of not pay attention. So if he dies, like, let's just go easy on him. He's not trying to get too sweaty up here, but I think you are going to play heroic.
I'll try heroic. I'll try and take it nice and slow so we have stuff to talk about. I can experiment, show off the things you guys want to mention.
I'm thinking 3+ deaths. 3 at least.
Oh.
All right.
So
they're actually going to be playing the game
deaths.
and doing it.
I'm going to say 1. I think Unishek will get, and it's probably going to be a hunter.
Respect on the name. Thank you.
I'm going to predict 1 death, and it's going to be a hunter. We'll see what happens. Unishek, when you're ready, why don't you go ahead and take us in?
All right. We're good to show off the screen.
Yeah, sure.
We can show off the main menu
Yeah,
here.
we can go live, go full to the game here if we want to.
Got a nice little menu here.
Oh, here we go.
Little silent
Not the classic
cartographer
menu.
Pannons. Nice custom
Or
for
at
the
least
demo.
this is the
Such
build,
a full,
so work in
fleshed
progress.
out menu
but-
with the one option.
Yeah, one option. We do have difficulties, so if you're playing on the show floor here, you can jump in and give it a try.
Oh, look at that. You just earned some rewards points.
And I'm earning rewards. I'm doing it all here today. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at
What
the
are
Silent
those other
Cartographer.
missions? I don't know what those might be.
I wonder what they could be.
Coming soon.
Yeah, if only there was some way to know. cool.
Let's let the cinematic play out. I won't talk over it necessarily, and then
nice
we'll talk a little bit.
I like this. It's a good call.
Damn.
We could go full screen on the cinematic
So these are
too,
the loading screens. Very Unreal Engine-esque. I'm not a huge fan of some of the textures, but it is work in progress. But like I've said, generally, like I'm just sick and tired of Halo.
What they call the silent cartographer is somewhere under this island. The cartographer is a map room that will lead us to Halo's
I do like this. I mean, this looks good. I don't like that corner structure. Did it look like that before? Did they change that? Joelish. Super chat. Someone said multiplayer game. I don't think we have any news about a multiplayer game yet.
We got some FoeHammer fans in the house.
FoeHammer fans. Love it.
All right, Unisec
Okay, so we've
charge
seen
right up the beach here. I don't know how much we want to
the
talk,
opening
or how
cutscene
people
of the
might get
game.
mad. They just want to take a minute to just soak this in, right?
Yeah.
Can I show off one of my favorite parts right off the bat?
Show off your favorite part right off the bat.
Ooh, blood. Hell yeah, blood's back.
He was already dead.
I had to make sure.
Is this M-rated?
Sure.
It should be, right? I'm checking the store right now.
Dan, right off the bat,
This
we can
better
just
be
see
M-rated.
kind of what the team's able to do now with Unreal 5.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a huge advantage for us visually. Kind of what you're seeing on screen, the lumen lighting, all that sort of stuff has been super helpful in making this world come to life for us. I mean, that's kind of the idea,
Yes,
right?
it is M-rated, some people
you know,
are
a lot
saying.
of people played this when they were young, and it's such an amazing game. Your mind kind of fills in the blanks, and what we're trying to do is fill in those blanks on screen.
I saw you there, Unisec. Yeah, did we just detonate a grunt backpack? Is that what happened?
Yeah, grunt backpack, and then we also just saw some Marines throw their frags and blow up a jackal up there that never came down.
Just catching up on some of these super chats.
It's nice though, right?
Yeah, this is a 2 p.m. announcement. Thank you, Dom.
Types of moments is really key to the spirit of the original game.
And no, we don't have any kind of multiplayer announcement yet. I feel like this is a full-on reboot, kind of like what COD did to Modern Warfare since PlayStation's now getting Halo, yeah. Damn, so all the rumors were true. It's an okay main menu. It's not perfect, though, Dwarf Boy 99 says. Thank you for the super chat, guys. Really do appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, I wish it was a classic one.
So we did talk about this in the video we watched that we showed a little bit ago. The final game will have a
see, I'm not crazy. You see Chief's hand right there? That is not
game
correct.
will have
It's
a
not
Warthog
serial.
that can support up to 4 Spartans on it now.
It's work in progress.
For this demo, we're just going to get 2 Marines with us.
Yeah, and you'll notice, well, maybe, depending on how well he plays, you'll notice that the Warthog is now taking damage. It can be destroyed. That's obviously a big thing that was not the case in Halo CE, but was the case in a lot of legacy Halo games. When we were working on that, the first thing we thought about when we made a destructible Warthog was, well, what about the Warthog jump? What about having an indestructible Warthog to be able to do that, right? And so the first skull that we made and we thought of was making vehicles indestructible. So we'll have a skull in the game that'll allow you to still do that Warthog jump.
The red hot glow on the
I like the
chain gun
vehicle
turret's
physics.
Still,
That's
such
an
a nice
upgrade.
touch.
Yeah, it's white hot.
We may have to force Unisec to let his Warthog be destroyed at some point, just for science.
Yeah, I mean, you know, maybe toss a grenade on it.
So I'm gonna be hopefully playing this myself tomorrow, and I will get you guys a little bit of a first hands-on review experience of this. But I'm really excited to try this out, regardless of it not being Halo 7. But yeah, the vehicles are, you know, I think there's so much you can improve about the classic games in the terms of things like this, you know. These are things I think Bungie would have done if they had the budget and the time. Brumman said, I'll start. It's a good start to righting wrongs. The money they can get from the sales can help with a new Halo budget for the future, and I see their bigger picture. Yeah, especially the fact that it's coming to PlayStation is bizarre, but it is a good start on trying to get some of the fan base reinvested. You know, we could probably expect to see even Halo MCC coming to PlayStation at some point as well. I might just buy this game on PlayStation just because. I mean, I don't even have an Xbox Series X or S, but I do have a PlayStation 5, so I might just play it just because I can, you know. Be fun.
And then one of the cool things that the FX team has been working on, when you do a charge shot, you get to now see kind of the EMP effect, kind of arcing off the ground.
We got a big blowout of news, guys. We just have a brand new article here pop 5 minutes ago.
Down the hallway.
Yeah, those FX artists.
This is a great breakdown for me.
Yeah, there it is.
Those are really good.
Yeah.
Got a needle in your face.
Yeah, I know. It just stuck on
needle.
me. Yeah. Come get a plasma rifle. Some of my favorite shots in like the trailer is like down this hallway.
Yeah,
right?
I
You
know.
see all that
Great.
glowing.
And we'll be catching up on the super chats.
Very good-looking
in just a
Forerunner
moment.
interiors.
Ooh.
My analysis indicates that the map room should
I mean, as Max said, this is not anniversary.
Lock the doors.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's a good point. I mean, one of the things that we wanted to do here was maintain the mood, maintain the lighting, the kind of darker lighting, the horror vibe, right?
Interesting. I underestimated
Nice little.
Nice.
Magnum
So
flip.
there it is.
Nice little Forerunner
Coming. I just want to point that out. The word horror was mentioned. Okay. So the fact that they're respecting that element of Halo is nice. Maybe they will respect it in the future games, like Halo 7.
Forerunner interior. And now we got locked out. We got to keep going.
Why don't you? There you go. I was going to say, why don't you speed things up here a little bit, Unoshek? So, let's talk about this for a minute because you can sprint, and it is it's an optional way that you can cover some ground if you want to. But Dan, I know the team's kind of put some thought into this because some people just really don't want sprint in their Halo experience. So good news is that'll also be something you can disable if you want to.
Yeah, it's an optional thing. We've got it on by default, but you can disable it. It's kind of, the way I see it is Halo's a big open game. The way I primarily use it is when I'm out in a big environment and I need to run somewhere. Oh yeah, there's the EMP. But when I need to run somewhere, kind of, I'm out in the middle of nowhere, maybe assault on the control room, something like that, make up some ground.
And then in terms of combat, I think you were telling me earlier, like there are some trade-offs, right? It's not like you can just sprint through mowing everybody down.
Yeah, you can't reload while you're sprinting. So if you want to, its effectiveness.
Okay,
in
so
combat
it's sprint
is,
with thought put behind it, right?
It's useful, but it's not perfect, right? Like you can't just outrun projectiles. If you try to sprint away from projectiles, you will get shot.
But main thing I wanted to just reiterate, since it's such a loved topic across the community, is there is an option to disable it if you don't want it. If you don't want it in your game, you don't have to have it. So it's all about just having choice.
Same thing with that motion tracker. We know that that's in the top right. We know that is not typical, but you can.
I see what John's doing. What are you doing here? Speaking of choice, maybe you want to.
What did they do?
Maybe you want to move your.
Oh,
there you
can
Maybe
change
you
the
move your motion
HUD.
tracker.
That's really cool.
HUD placement.
Nice one.
I like that.
That's what I normally play on when I'm at the studio.
There's a lot we did to kind of try to have that legacy experience. One of the skulls in the game
more classic,
makes it so you can't zoom your weapon at all. So no scopes, no zoom, nothing.
A lot of gameplay.
Yeah, so
By the way, guys, I just want to mention that like this has really been blown out of proportion of what we expected. A lot of people thought it was going to be a little nothing burger, but this is something.
On shows like there's a light ADS effect added to the weapons. If you choose to use it, some players have grown accustomed to liking that, some don't. But as Dan noted, there will be one of the skulls will make that not even possible either. So you could disable that if you want to.
This is my favorite hill in the game. Shooting enemies, they all roll down.
Trying to get your boys back in there?
Yeah.
Little honk?
Yeah, you got to honk, man.
You got to keep honking.
Let him know.
Obnoxiously.
This is fine. This is all right.
I can't believe you're taking the Warthog to this fight.
You don't think I should?
I think. Well, I mean, you got more
hunters
coming. So
I wonder if they're gonna.
You said he was gonna die 3 times, so now he's gonna cheese these hunters.
I can. Or.
Oh. John, try to shoot the back plate off. Why don't you show us how it's done?
Yeah, you see those chunks flying through the air? That is a new back plate that you can shoot off.
I see worms on the ground.
A new back plate.
Super secret weak point. So in the original Halo, if you guys played it, you'll remember that there was a weak spot on the back, not communicated, but with one-shot pistol kill every dang time. So what we did here is we've got a new back plate. This back plate can be shot off with a little bit of damage, and then that weak point on the back does a ton of damage. It's not going to be 1 pistol shot to kill, but it's about 3.
Much weaker, when you hit those
much
backs.
faster kill if you can get to that. The other thing is you don't have to break that panel off. When they do a melee attack, they'll crouch down, and if you pop them 3 times, you can get the kill without breaking it off.
Would you say that you could just kind of like
really
stick
cool.
it to the enemy?
I'm not.
Yeah, stick it to the enemy.
I'm not hating this.
Oh, man.
Someone said Microsoft is 20 years behind. Plus, Bungie wanted to incorporate PlayStation even back then. Perhaps if they had done this sooner, Bungie would still be making Halo. Maybe not, but
that Warthog's not looking great.
Yeah, it's
maybe
taking
so.
some damage. It's taking a beating. Just get on the ground here rather than just drive.
Someone just delivered me coffee.
Dan, I kind of
Big
feel
shout
like
out
in
to the
a
person
four-player game, I
coffee.
feel like those
gosh.
hunters won't stand a chance.
I mean, yeah, they do have a harder time. However, in co-op, we do have additional challenges. We do have things that make the game harder for more players. One of those things is unit upgrades. Units are much more likely to upgrade. So say you have a squad of 2 minor elites and a minor grunt. That might suddenly be 2 major elites and a major grunt, or maybe even an ultra elite. So yeah, we do have ways to make the game harder, not only in difficulty modes, but also in when adding more players.
Oh, that's awesome. So if you didn't catch that, there's basically they had this problem with Halo Infinite, I think, but there is more than just raising the difficulty on the individual enemies. It's like there's, what do you call it, multiplier effects on the enemies as well, that I think have like in-game attributes that change as well. With if there's more players to adapt, it adapts to how many players that have that are in the game. Again, there's only 2-player co-op couch, but 4-player online total. So just to catch up on one of these here, 20 years is behind. I don't know. I think this is good for the Halo community. I know a lot of people don't like PlayStation, but if you put your like tribalism aside for a second, all that's really happening is that Halo is becoming more available to people, and more people will be exposed to the franchise. I don't see how that's a bad thing. It looks like it's not coming to Switch. I don't think this could run on a Switch. Maybe a Switch 2, but maybe not even that. Someone says, Assault, thank you for the super chat, guys. Thank you so much, by the way. This honestly gives me hope. I'd love a Unreal Engine 5 ODST redo. Yeah, I've covered one fan-made before. It was more of a walking simulator experience, but it was still really cool. And there is a lot of potential here. And I think this is like the flooring. This is like the foundation of what I think Halo 7 is going to be like as well. It makes me think that there's probably not going to be Halo 7 next year. And, quite frankly, that seems very realistic. But I think by time they release this, I think what we're seeing is a mirroring of 2011, where we're going to get a release of Anniversary or this remake next year. But along with that, we're going to finally start seeing that big picture Halo comeback moment. And maybe people on Twitter will start using Halo is back responsibly, okay? We're going to be making so many videos tonight, guys. Oh my gosh, I got so much to break down. But Cloak Zero says, do you think them having the Flood in this game is a secret test run for them having Flood? Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Cloak, for the super chat. And yeah, by the way, I really like these little icons here. The visual language on this is pretty okay. Like I said, it doesn't quite ring Halo or 343 to me. It rings something new. But this is a new era. It's a new engine. A lot of things to look forward to. So, Cloak, yes, I think the Flood is going to be here. Obviously, there's 3 new missions. Maybe it won't be Flood related, but still something to look forward to.
Up on some
so excited to see Sergeant Johnson.
get a little spooked.
Oh, no, he got the backpack.
Whoa. Oh my gosh.
So much glowing blue blood.
Do a little painting in here, huh? Oh, with all that blood there. All right.
Yeah, where is the aim down the
have a
sight?
hunch on
Also, there's like little lighting bugs going on. I don't know if y'all can see that. I hope I'm not being overly critical, but there is work in progress details that you can clearly see. I do like the depth of field though. It's subtle, but it really does make it feel like modern, I guess.
Plasma grenades.
For better or worse.
Yeah, this is a good spot for him.
Oh. Got 2 hunters here in close range combat. Oh my goodness. Gotta watch out for this one.
Uh-oh.
Oh my goodness.
Uh-oh.
It really does look juicy, man. The particles, the plasma bouncing
I got
around.
the backplate off there.
I'm excited to see what the final game looks like.
Change. Oh.
Uh-oh.
All right, I'm gonna see what that does.
Oh, he died.
I called it.
Ooh, do you see the do y'all see the shield effects there on Master Chief there?
That's one.
I called it.
That's probably how it's gonna look in Halo 7. I think this is all the foundation for Halo 7.
Rated with them.
I said one
That's
for the
crazy.
hunters. Uh-oh,
Yeah, where
they're
is
back,
the
though.
assassinations?
All right.
Like they would have shown it off by now if there was any. Assassinations would have been a good thing to add here.
Here they come.
I was trying to show off how cool they're glowing.
Oh,
my
no.
God, that's a problem.
Oh, no.
That's a problem.
Uh-oh.
Anytime they like charge at you when you stick them, it's a bad
they're
time.
getting
Thickies
stuck
are
on the
super
hunters right
effective
now.
against
That's
hunters,
funny.
but yeah, they charge at you, so you got to be real careful about that.
I appreciate John
No,
sacrificing
well,
himself
talk.
to show us that cool combat interaction.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
While they're getting
There we
stuck
go,
on this
3.
part, I'm just going to do a little more commentary. Overall, I'm happy they say this is promising and a more hopeful look into what could be. I am still hesitant on Unreal Engine 5 for stutters, but this is what it is. I'm really not worried about Unreal Engine. I know there's people that complain. I think it's just a tool. How you use it is up to the developer. Oh my God, they suck. But I remember getting stuck on this back in the day. I'm just teasing them. But this is cool, man.
and yeah, the idea is
it's an
gotta fight
authentic
2
Halo
damn hunters.
experience that they're kind of.
Solid kills.
Let's catch up on
Nice work,
the stream
nice
and see
work.
what they're saying. It looks good,
Let's
man.
hope you get
it
a
does.
checkpoint.
Yeah, right?
I think there's a checkpoint here. I think you're good.
Is this
After-
heroic? I think this is heroic. Legit, man.
Whoa. Nice.
Now, is that going to be a boss battle? That'd be awesome.
Good. That should open the door
The
that leads into
cinematics-
the main shaft.
Yeah.
All the cinematics look amazing, as you might have saw on the stage presentation.
I don't know. Was that in the original game where there was like a cutaway of the Elite coming out? Honestly, there's so much you could do. If you're going to remake a game, I'd say just fucking remake it. I mean, I like the fateful aspect. I don't want Jimmy Rings in here, but damn. I like this.
Over there earlier,
Let's head back down.
everything's been totally rebuilt. Mocap actors have been integrated now. There's actually
Mocap?
not in this demo, but Dan, you know about this, and we can't say too much, but the team's even kind of like taken some of the cinematics from the original game, embellished them in some specific ways based on the original storyboards, so things that didn't actually make.
Okay, so y'all did say yes. That level, that cutaway was there in the original.
Embellished them in some specific ways based on the original storyboards, so things that didn't actually make it into original CE. We actually now have a little bit of that sauce that we've been able to just delicately sprinkle in where it makes sense.
Yeah. Having the original storyboards was huge. It was super helpful. And yeah, we remastered every cinematic. We added in new stuff that had not been in the original game. And yeah, just overall, the cinematic.
Man, if they added the Sharkoi, that would have been a mind blower, man. It was a Covenant member that was supposed to make it in the game.
My team did an amazing job.
Completely different species.
We saw bringing back members of the principal
we've ever
cast,
seen.
Steve and Jen back in the booth, so all new VO to go along with all remastered sound effects, remastered music. Really, again, this all adds up. I mean, this is a really ambitious remake of the game. It's much more than a remaster. This is not an anniversary.
Yeah, all these weapons have new audio, remastered audio, right?
You said it. They said it themselves. Not an anniversary. Definitely not anything on the scope of that. So, sounded like you said remastered soundtrack there as well.
And the idea was to make it kind of, sound bigger, but also classic. The pistol needs to sound like the pistol. The pistol needs to look like the pistol. All these weapons.
And this is being introduced to millions of people. Oh, gotta stretch my back. Ugh. That have not played Halo before, probably. Or at least not in a long time. And so this is going to be very new for a lot of people. And this feels like a new game in essence, right? I mean, at least on the surface. And I think this is going to possibly push us closer to a Halo 2 campaign evolved game, as well as a Halo 3 campaign evolved. We might even see a Halo Reach campaign evolved game. Who knows? I think Reach should totally get a campaign evolved with some extra missions at the end with Noble 6 surviving. Okay. Anyways.
It needs to look and sound right, but also feel and sound. Oh, bigger.
Got a nice rocket launcher right here.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah,
you're gonna save that. You're
gonna be very helpful.
Save that for your hunter friends.
Yep.
Now don't wreck this one.
I know.
Thank you, Loki, for the super chat.
Oh!
So you can see the physics are still there.
Yeah, we cut it close.
Wow.
A little wily.
Look, I know I'm literally was the person screaming, do not just talk about the tech, but I mean, that looks good, man. Like, this looks alive to me. I think there is a weird... Where's the wildlife on this island? Like, I feel like there should be some animals, like squirrels or chipmunks or something, space raccoons. There is birds, but where's the crabs and the fish and like the little sea life critters, running around near the shore and things like that? I would have loved to see turtles and things like that. And I just hope this isn't something that they just don't think about or do. Like let's do it. Let's.
Oh.
Anyway.
So you can see the physics are still there.
Yeah, we cut it close.
A little wily.
The water looks it looks so nice. See a little
it does,
crab.
yeah.
The
just
water
looking at that
physics
water
are still
one more
there.
time.
Yeah,
Just
we
driving
cut it-
right through the waves.
Oh!
So you can see the physics are still there.
Yeah, we cut it close.
A little wily.
The water looks it looks so nice. See a little crab skittering through. We got birds flying around every once in a while. I'd like to go to there.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind visiting once the Covenant are off.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
And when there's no flood around, I would not want to be with the flood around either. That'd not be fun.
Oof. I can't wait to see the flood.
All right.
All right, we got a splatter there.
Final 2 hunters.
Yeah, I'll do that.
You gotta save those.
Throw a nade there. Got you down. That's not gonna be super effective. This is direct hit. Should be 2 on heroic, I believe.
Not on heroic, my friend.
Oh. There we are. Let's go.
There you go. There you go.
All right.
All right. All 6 hunters down.
Someone said space birds. Yeah, space birds.
And then get to go.
I thought this was going to be
nice
a much
caves.
shorter. Ooh,
Check
they're
out
showing concept
one
art here in a moment.
Very famous, iconic little scene here.
Yeah. Okay, so we watched that.
Okay. I'll take it. I'll take it.
It'll be playable. There's like 48 stations inside the Forerunner structure behind you. It'll be here all weekend, today, Saturday, Sunday. So at some point, please jump over there, grab the sticks, give it a go. We'll also have an online survey. We'd love some feedback. We'd love to get your thoughts back for the team as well. We do have like 10 more minutes. Should we make Dan play on Legendary just for a little bit? Yeah.
Okay. So.
What?
Hey, surprise!
You want to play?
All right, yeah, I'll play Legendary.
I want to see
what controller?
Okay, so yeah, they're just gonna play. That's the total experience there as far as like what hopefully I can get my hands on tomorrow in Seattle. Very much excited to look forward. Word salad. I look forward to meeting some of y'all. Very much. And this is a 2-player split screen co-op on console, up to 4 players. We also have news on Halo Waypoint, so let's go ahead and check that out real quick. Actually, let's see what if IGN, and let's check out the X feed. See if we have any nugget. I feel like Rebs is going to be on it. If there is any other game announcement regarding a multiplayer experience, because certainly they were going to. Because one of my predictions was that they were going to announce something next year, or tease something big next year. Reb said sprinting can be disabled. The hybrid engine that uses Unreal Engine 5 is layered on top of Halo's legacy code directly from the original games. He's doing a victory lap. And that's awesome. Almost every level and encounter is rebuilt, including the library mission. Yep, that's awesome. Released on PlayStation 5. 9 additional iconic weapons from across the Halo series. Wait, so yeah, there's going to be 9 new guns that were present in Halo 2 and 3 and Reach and whatever put into this game. That's really exciting. I think that includes the fuel rod and the energy sword. I think they said the fuel rod you weren't able to pick it up, but I remember picking it up in Halo 1. Was that just multiplayer? You can hijack vehicles and pilot the Wraith. There we go. So it's definitely not mind-blowing like kind of a remake, but it's still really cool. So I think that's all that Rebs is saying right now. So I would feel like he would be on top of anything. Those new additional missions I'm pretty excited about. We got to catch up on Waypoint. And then we'll see really totally what happened today. Which by the way, I'm going to make sure that everyone can see what happened here on the stream, and you can rewatch it as well, because I think it was kind of a pretty cool moment, as far as HaloFollower goes, and just covering the games. And it really does, for me personally at least, it brings back a lot of memories of doing this all the time. Yeah, so they said, we want to tell an authentic story. We want to level up those cinematics from the source. Halo Studios says, as we were building this out, we didn't just put out a new coat of paint over the original cinematics. We ended up revisiting exactly how they were blocked out. So yeah, they did mention that this is, a lot of references is from the game source itself, from Bungie, and they're behind the scenes stuff that none of us have seen really. As the community person Gerard said, seeing this community grow and welcoming all of our new friends and new players to the franchise is so exciting. We're just kind of knocking down walls. We're going to come together. We're going to sing Kumbaya. It's going to be great. Yeah. So good stuff there. Let's check out what Waypoint says. Finally, we got this new picture. I don't think this is fan art. Is that legit? I think that might be legit, because I think the armor looks very similar to their design here. So I think that is not just some random fan art. Yep. Halo CE. Yep, concept art announcement. So that is some brand new concept art. Very cool stuff. And we're going to be breaking this down in a video at some point today, tonight, tomorrow. We're going to be doing a much easier recap, but in case you can't or haven't watched the whole stream, Halo Combat or Campaign Evolved. It's not Combat Evolved, it's Campaign Evolved. Invites you to explore relevantly realized environments and enhanced missions that capture the wonder and mystery of the original Halo tale. Okay, enhanced gameplay. We got new missions. Sergeant Johnson. It's going to be so cool to have him back. I wonder who's voice acting him this time, or if it's like the actor. I actually do not remember the actor. Who did voice? Can y'all tell me in the chat who voiced Sergeant Johnson? That wasn't the Arbiter voice actor as well, was it? Stunning cinematics battle through all of Halo Combat Evolved's iconic moments with enhanced cinematics, new motion capture animations. Okay. And was Cortana not purple in Halo 1? Someone said that. Yeah, I guess she's going to be blue in this one. And they got the curves back. Doesn't look like they're putting clothes on her like they did in Halo 5. And you know what? That's a really good point. This is, in fact, not classic Cortana we're looking at. But I don't hate it. Blue Cortana. I've never really been a huge fan of purple Cortana, but it's, yeah. Looks much more like the Halo 2 one, I think. Halo 2, Halo 3. Yeah, she's not censored. So, anyways, enhanced audio. That's good. Can y'all see my screen? Can y'all see the waypoint thing I'm looking at? I hope I'm not behind on my backing. Can y'all see waypoint? I'm just gonna make sure that the stream, because on my YouTube end it's showing that y'all can't see that. Very strange. Very, very strange. Anyways, we're gonna keep going. Expanded arsenal. Wield 9 new additional weapons. Ooh, and then they have some of these being listed. The battle rifle, the needle rifle, and more instantly recognizable Halo weapons. That's a pretty big deal. Vehicle upgrades. Dynamic. You can even put one of your Master Chiefs on the Warthog behind you. Damn, now my back end is... Now my computer is slowing down. Damn. Okay, hold on. We'll make sure we're still connected and everything's going well. Yeah, okay. Oh my god, I have an annoying chat summary popping up. I can't even see. Okay. Yes, okay, cool. I'm glad y'all can see everything. So, vehicle upgrades, dozens of skulls, return to any mission, campaign evolved. Yeah, just tons of skulls. People are going to be able to play this. Timeless campaign. Stranded shipmates, yeah. I'm really excited about these expanded missions. These new missions we're going to be talking about. Yeah, AI chat summary freaking sucks, man. But it looks like we pretty much covered the bulk of it. I'm going to jump to the live stream. Okay, absolutely nothing. Yeah, so they played on Legendary. We got so much gameplay. We got so much gameplay today. And let's go ahead and check out. I want to see what I made a predictions. Big fan. Thoughts of my super earlier super chat. RavX Headshot said. Yeah, do we have any super chats that I haven't caught up on? Let me know for sure. Oh man, I love it. I hope someone dressed up as Helldiver. I mean, honestly, man, I think it would be so funny dressing up as a Helldiver at the Halo convention. Loki117 said, not a fan of how the Covenant looks. I know it's work in progress. I hope we can get lore about certain characters like Zuka Zamaki, kind of like the HVT in Infinite. Yes, thank you, Loki, for the super chat. I agree. I think Zuka, wasn't he one of the elites pursuing Master Chief? Wasn't he because the Arbiter was also Thelva Dom, he was on the Alpha ring or whatever, Halo 1 ring. So, big fan. Thoughts of my earlier super chat. Rav said, I don't know what you said earlier, Rav. Did I miss your? Oh, he said, yeah, you said, what if one of the extra missions is a book-related mission, like after the credit mission of hijacking the Covenant carrier with Johnson back to Earth? Oh yes, yes, that was that the first strike? Was it the book? That would be so cool. And I actually think a lot of people are undermining those 3 extra missions. Like that's going to be pretty bizarre, especially if they can make it congruent and feel like they were actually cut from Halo 1 and actually put that in the game. I really hope to see some, like, I hope they add even more guns than just 9, but I'm okay with this. At least something is happening for Halo, right? Can we all agree, at least L crowd, that something is happening? Because right now, I think I'm gonna the poll here is 68% W today, and it hasn't moved. There's over 5,000 votes and counting, but it hasn't moved. So about a quarter of people, a little over a quarter of people say today was an L. But I think it's a W, considering, you know, what we could have got instead. But we just have so many so much gameplay, man. Oh man, my back is broken after this stream. Unreal Engine, their official page said we couldn't be more excited to help support Halo combat. Campaign evolved, as the Sankili say, wart. Was the big announcement for Halo really releasing Halo CE for a third time, but with no multiplayer? Yeah, I think it's funny that you don't even have to, like, look it up. Like, it's called Campaign Evolved, bro. There is no multiplayer. But I think these, I really do feel like this is probably the foundation of what is going to be in the next game, like Halo 7. I think they're doing this first to build the archetype of the sub-engine or whatever. And so, yeah, people were probably shitting themselves watching this. We did not expect gameplay. And yes, I thought things looked differently, you know, and things look pretty dramatically different. I don't know how or what their take on this was in Halo CEA from memory, but yeah, spot the difference. Pretty big. Pretty big. So that's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and keep scrolling. Yeah, we have a little snapshot of the Flood being developed, and that's all we really got in the game or in the trailers. Wow. So I wonder what the mood there was. Probably just about a quarter of people were kind of disappointed. Oh, Kevin Cool said Halo is back. He looks happy about it. So people aren't crying. That's very good. And the comparison between these two is very insane. 20 years, man. 25 years, just about. It'll be 25 years by the time this comes out. So, man, I mean, it almost looks photorealistic. I mean, whatever happened to the art style shift? Because I know there's probably a crowd of people that are like, what the fuck happened to the art style? I mean, I guess it's still fundamentally there. I think they did a really good job in Halo Infinite. The problem, like, if I were to nitpick, the problem is that the gun looks right as far as, like, simplistic art style theme of, like, simple shapes and easy readability. Same thing with the Elite. But then you have these photorealistic nanite rocks backed by, like, photorealistic water and waves. And then you have, like, something that is, like, in the middle between artsy and gamey and photorealistic with the grass. So if I were to really, like, sit here and nitpick, I think that's might be what some people are, like, concerned about. But I just don't want it to lose its identity. You know, I don't want them to lose themselves in, like, how good Unreal Engine looks. Ultimately, if the gameplay is fun, I think people will accept it, but we fought really hard and learned a lot of lessons about the art style, and I'm just kind of a little concerned about that, because when you look at these rocks, they're not really readable at all. Maybe they don't really need to be. Maybe it doesn't matter as long as, like, the objects of importance, the main characters in the gameplay, appear in the art style. I don't know. What do you guys think? Am I just, like, nitpicking it? You praising the game so you don't have to change the path of your channel, Matthew said. Well, no, I mean, I'm happy that, you know, what I dedicated my entire channel to has something going for it for once. But you think I'm not going to change paths because they remade Halo 1 again? Like, I gotta cover something. I gotta talk about Battlefield, and I gotta talk about Helldivers too. I mean, these are fun things, and I feel like they're compatible enough with Halo. I mean, y'all really want me to talk about this exclusively for the next year? And yes, someone asked earlier, I don't know if it was a super chat or not, but someone asked if Chief and Doom were going to comment on this in episode 5. Yeah, they're probably going to comment on this. So it'll be fun to animate that. Looks like the secret's already out. Yeah, someone posted the trailers. Bro, I'm waiting in line. I'm assuming to play it, panicking that I was going to miss it, and looks like we already did. Wait, so they were lining up to play the new game before it was even properly announced? Yeah, I agree. HaloFollower does not have the same rank as HaloFollower. Yeah. But it would be the proper evolution, possibly, of the channel. But I'm kind of like, I mean, HaloFollower is kind of iconic. Ultimately, what matters is just what kind of content I do. So I don't really, not really too worried about the name. This has been really fun. This has been a really fun stream. Ooh, man, those are some juicy screenshots. People are getting upset that the radar is on the top right. Well, you know, like, you can change that. It is a weird place to put it, like, at least on the right side, but, like, on the bottom? I can't really get mad at this because, you know, the trees are still reflecting that art style. I don't know, I think they gotta think real hard about how they're gonna do this. I think the grass and rocks were kind of added haphazardly a little bit, but that's just my thoughts. FPS follower. Okay, so moving forward, we're just gonna make sure we got everything before we wrap up here, because I am gonna end the stream eventually, but man, dude, that's something. There it is. There it freaking is. Gameplay. No one thought we were gonna get gameplay. I was being called naive and overly optimistic. But when you do a deep dive, I don't know how much, like, level panning you can do before it just becomes boring, because, like, you know? Oh no, I posted something twice. Wait, did I post it? Okay. Yeah, I posted something twice on my post. That's annoying. No, it's not going to be on Switch. It's not going to be Switch. But, by the way, guys, I just want to say huge shout out to all the people that super chatted today. There was a lot of y'all. I think there was like 100 super chatters. And I really appreciate the turnout today because it's just really fun, you know, talking about Halo. I really have fun with my pre-reveal streams and just yammering on about the franchise because, yeah. But we got up to 5,000 viewers, which is nuts. And tomorrow, we're going to head out there in real person and hopefully meet some of y'all. Hopefully I can grab some swag from other peeps. Saw some people. I really wish I printed out like ODST versus Helldiver stickers. I don't think I would have the gall to like hand out Maddie stickers. I might just like get kicked out. Like, HaloFollower, this is why you're blacklisted, bro. This is why we don't invite you to the studio tour. You don't see Hidden Xperia making big titty Spartan girls, okay? So, we're not gonna invite you until you get your attitude. But anyways, you know, I might even need to make an animation on this. Okay, we're kind of losing our track. Kind of losing our track here. Let's see if any. See you all on Halo. My gosh, the second round of coffee, man. Shout out to the person that brought me coffee. Big shout out to the coffee delivery. And we have a direct comparison between. Wow, look at that. Oh man, it's not even. It's like night and day. But you know, they can make this photorealistic as much as they want. Like, I just want to see something new, for fuck's sakes. You know, I really just want to see Halo 7 or like yay, you get to buy That's funny. Hey, Mike Stan, thank you for the super chat. Yay, we get to buy Halo 1 for the third time. For the third time. Okay, someone said something is happening on that community stage. Man, if they announce something by the end of okay, yeah, we got a little something still happening. I forgot what is supposed to be happening next. Also, I was just completely thrown off by what they were trying to. This was just absolutely confusing. From like trying to figure out what was going on, because they said they were going to reveal something, and yet they didn't really directly do it on the stream. But they did release the videos. Let's see if there's any new videos. I'm still holding out for a little crumb of Halo multiplayer. They're probably not going to get it. I bet once this is wrapped up, when this comes out next year, they're going to be full force like teasing a 2027 release for Halo 7 and its multiplayer, or something that is like a multiplayer only experience. Hopefully it just releases alongside this, but I kind of doubt it. But we got something coming up in 20 seconds. Let's see if it's anything. Embarrassing release, Master Pain says. I don't think so. I think it's underwhelming, but I think I've seen a lot of reveals. I've seen all the reveals for Halo pretty much. At least 343 era and after, and this was definitely one of the better ones. Like, I don't know if y'all remember the Halo Infinite gameplay reveal. That was garbage. Like, what the fuck? Like, Craig? Y'all remember Craig? There's no Craig. This is objectively better than Halo Infinite's reveal. So, I think it was extremely underwhelming, funny. Yeah, that's generally the feel. That's generally the vibe. I wonder, I really want to see something. Ooh, they got this guy. I like this guy. You should check out his animations. Timotheo, I don't know how to say his name. So,
all right, welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the community stage here at the Halo World Championship. I'm your host, Unishek. I'm going to be joined by none other than Ron Brown once again.
You don't get to introduce me on my stage.
All right. This is his stage. This is his segment.
As the community live stream belongs to you.
That's true.
Lord knows they come to see. They're always hydrated, always melanated, never
what
duplicated.
What are with these hats, bro?
And honestly, kind of constipated. I'll be honest. Let's be real. I'm going to host a third one of these, man. They are suckers because they keep letting me do it. And I come up more ridiculous every time.
They're not getting my emails.
Oh, look, friend, we got a lot of wonderful cosplay to do.
Yep.
I am happy to be joined by you because we got a lot going on today.
We're also joined by 4 fantastic judges.
Okay, so last year...
Oh, okay, so this is the Spartan contest. So I think that's a really good point to just kind of recap everything, guys. Spartan Drake says, thank you for the £2, good sir. At the end of the day, the game welcomes new fans. I agree, and a lot of people are going to be playing Halo for the first time with extra levels. In a way, they're lucky because, well, you could actually make a whole debate about that, but you know, I think that it's good. It really is good for us, for Halo, for the franchise. It's opening up its market. It really no reason. Now, you could say this is a bad thing, but we'll be talking more about this in future videos. But I think that Halo is going to be more accessible to more people, and it's going to be on PC, but also PS5, you know? So if you do want to rewatch any of this or learn more about it, be sure to subscribe. Be sure to like this stream. You can rewatch any parts of it if you want to. And there's gameplay videos up on the official Halo account. And yeah, there's just a lot to talk about with this. This is just a I want to make sure that the comments can be replayed. Because I really like how... live chat replay. Good, good, good. So I wanted the live chat to be replayable for this stream because I think it's just a fun little part of history. So yeah, Halo Combat Evolved was my first video game. Yeah. I don't know what my first game was. I think it was I kind of grew up with the PS2, not the Xbox, sadly. Mike Stan says with the $5 super chat, thank you so much, man. The copium from some of you in chat, new fans. Why is 343 always trying to get new fans instead of actually making a good game? That's a really good point. Like, yeah, you would think, like, I don't know, they kind of, yeah, we could go into a whole fumble chat about this, but no, I think that, it's so weird. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about some of this. I like the Halo ring, by the way. We haven't really given the Halo ring, like, any attention whatsoever. Or the sky. This looks like an Unreal Cloud system. The thing is, I like that they're doing this first because there's a lot of fumbling that could be taking place here, you know. Having these photorealistic elements next up to goofy cartoon style assets is certainly a vibe. It's certainly a vibe. You know, I'm not quite sure how I feel about it yet, but I'd have to get my hands on it. You know, I like the sand. Like, there's all kind. They're definitely taking advantage of the Unreal Engine and all of its accessibility features and things like that. But man, that's crazy. Yeah, I don't know. Sounds good. But, you know, I can also see why people are just, like, fucking done. They're just like, fuck, my god, dude, not Halo fucking 1 again, bro. Like, I don't even think it's an unpopular thing to say anymore. I think it's just becoming a meme now. Like, I'm fucking tired of Halo 1, dog. Like, give us a Halo 3 campaign remake, you know? I think that would have gone over in a different way, maybe. I don't know if it would have been as popular, though, for, like, the demographic. Like, they're trying to get PlayStation people in, but... yeah. Anyways, guys, you have been absolutely lovely. I was not being trolled. I thought I was getting mass trolled in the chat when the trailer leaked, but y'all were just trying to help me out. Some people thought they were trolling too. A lot of misunderstandings there, but what can you expect from me this weekend? I'm going to be trying to push out as many videos as I can, trying to catalog this information and news as the best as I can, and that'll be fun to watch. Even if you already watched the stream, we'll be recapping things, trying to get everything out there in video format. And hopefully I can meet some of y'all tomorrow. Will be the only day I'm there. So yeah, and be able to give my kind of impressions of playing this experience coming out in 2026. And yeah, I mean, there's really not much to say bad or good about it. Those kind of look like the Halo 4 grunts. The embarrassing part. Sure, big L. I just don't think it's an L. I really don't. Give me something like Mass Reach. Yeah, Halo Reach campaign evolved would be freaking awesome. But yeah, so I'm gonna save my voice and my commentary for the videos that we're gonna be releasing very, very soon. Thank you guys so much. Be sure to share this video around in your Discord groups or friends, anyone that might be interested. And be sure to subscribe. If you're not a subscriber, I do Halo news, I do Helldivers news, and I also do animations that are goofy and silly. Okay, so thank you guys so much. Just about 3-hour long stream. Ugh, I need a break. But we will still be making some videos for later. So, I'll catch you guys soon. Peace.